Looks like my summer vacation is over.
Not her. She called me like a. Oh, we on stream, y'all. Mine.
We
I
are.
know,
I
it's so
see it.
fake.
Let me refresh.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got a choice to be here. Wait, me? Oh, hey, I'm That's So Alley Cat, also known as Alley Cat, Cat. Deb. I think everybody knows me as at least one of those names. I've been streaming on Twitch for about 4 going on 5 years. I stream variety, lots of different games, indie games. I also now Twitch RP. But yeah, I'm just out in these streets trying to make it, just like everybody, and getting as much knowledge and distributing that knowledge as much as possible. And I'm happy to be here. All these amazing women. Was that good? It was good. Thanks. Loved it.
I'm up. Me? Oh, okay. What's up, guys? I'm Kate. That's my government name. On Twitch, I'm Cup of Noodle. I've been on Twitch for 3 years now. I sound like death because we did a 24-hour stream. So y'all gotta forgive me if I sound like I just hit puberty. But yeah, what else? I'm Variety. What's up, friends? I see a lot of familiar faces. Say all the nice things about in there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to answering questions and talking to you guys about the ins and outs of the Twitch. There's a lot.
Okay. It's my turn. Oh, hello. Hi, everybody. Y'all all know me as Leash Capiche. I have been streaming on Twitch for, I guess it'd be a year.
She's a baby.
I'm the baby of the group. Which is funny because I'm 30 and I'm pretty sure everybody else in here is probably younger than me or my age. So, why that number? But I guess I classify myself as a variety streamer, but I mostly play a lot of horror games. But I switch it up from time to time. Mostly it's Dead by Daylight, but y'all know that. So yeah, that's me.
Why y'all got me answering this old ass? I'm sorry. No, I'm really
I don't
old.
think they can hear it.
Oh, my mic?
Who's Mike?
Check OBS if your mic is muted. Or Discord. Oh, they say it's good.
Oh, they said everyone's muted.
Said we can now. Oh, it sounds back. What was the last thing y'all heard?
That's
Rima
weird.
has no audio.
Oh no, there it is. Okay, all right. So y'all just missed what I said. Okay, cool. It's because I can see it moving in OBS now. It wasn't moving before. Okay, now they can hear.
Clearer now too.
Oh, is my mic port was loose. That's why they couldn't hear me. Yeah. All right. So skip my introduction though. Or I'm Rima. I play Call of Duty. That was my introduction. So Leash mentioned what kind of content she streams, but I guess we all do variety. So what's the last thing you guys played?
On stream, Dead by Daylight. Off stream, I've been going through Gears of War with Jedi because he's never played. So yeah.
I'm right there with him.
3 years. Nice.
Till Jedi step his pussy up.
Woo! Woo!
I'm
There's
sorry. I'm so
shade.
sorry. I apologize.
Make it 5. How far did we make it?
Ooh, 2 minutes.
That's
fine.
Or
Okay.
I don't know what the last game we played. What did we play last? I
What
don't
did you
know.
play on the 24-hour? She was so delirious she don't remember. What she played?
Okay, then fine. A Way Out. We did beat that. Other than that, we played like no real game. I don't know what I do.
She played
Who am I?
Jack.
How
She
do
she
I
plays
do?
a lot of Jackbox.
I don't know what I do. I'm ready to go check like past broadcasts. Like, what did we play? That's a good question.
Oh, you need to watch it back. You want to see how you look at the 20 spot. The 20-hour spot, you look. I know you look crazy because I looked crazy. I looked crazy at about 15. I was like,
Yeah,
Feel
you
like
be
I
like,
almost fell
couldn't see
asleep,
nothing.
but they would clip it so that would wake me back up. Your head gets super.
They said
heavy.
Jackbox.
We did play Jackbox, and then we literally just watched TV, and then after that we played A Way Out. No,
she's kept skipping Legend of the Hidden Temple. I was like, watch Legend of the Hidden Temple. She's like, hell no, that's scary.
Legend of the Hidden Temple is like the scariest child show ever.
It's fine.
We never
was
saw
scary.
them again.
Yeah, the big talking mouth was weird, but everything else about it was cool as shit. I don't know. I was one of those weird kids. Okay, next question. Okay. Oh, I could jump right into it with these notes. All right. As a black girl gamer, what do you feel separates you from everything else? Besides being black. What makes your stream or your channel unique? What do you feel like makes it unique?
Are we starting with me?
Sure. I had no order.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was like, all right, let's go back. I'm gonna be like Sophia on here because it's like times has really changed to be a black girl. I think on Twitch. So when I started, I know it's like I'm old, but when I started, coming in, I really didn't think there was gonna be like a difference. I thought I was a gamer. For me personally, I'm unique in the sense that I play sports games because I grew up with like a bunch of brothers. So I play like sports games, wrestling games, UFC, whatever, football, basketball. I could tell you every year since like 95. So like I could give you history and stuff like that. But coming into Twitch, I honestly didn't think I was like anything like all of that back then because I just figured it was gonna be like, hey, oh, you're a girly game type of thing. I didn't think it was gonna be like, oh snap, a sister? Wow, I haven't seen a sister here. I didn't think it was gonna be that. So coming onto Twitch, it was like I started getting like a lot of people come by and make remarks and things. I didn't think they were bad or anything. I just was just like, yeah, because in my life and my experience, I had gamer friends, I had gamer girlfriends. I actually have a gamer group there's a majority of it is girls, and we teach guys a lot because most of the time the girls play the games and the guys haven't played it, and we have to bring them in and teach them and stuff like that. And then now we have a mixture of guys in the group. So from my experience, it wasn't really like anything but that I was a girl, I gamed, and that was it. But coming on the platform, who the hell is ringing my bell? I'm sorry. Coming on the platform, you start to notice, especially around when I streamed, I had a cam, I talked. A lot of that stuff was very unique at that time. Fast forward to now, it's really amazing to see people who cam and talk. Trust me, talking is a huge thing because, like, y'all don't know. Like, it was just really weird. But yes.
No, in 2015, no one wanted to speak. Like, they just relied on gameplay all the way.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm unique in the sense that I get that. I don't care. I'll play whatever except for horror games and platformers because y'all don't want to see that. I'm really bad at horror games because I'll stand there for 20 minutes and you will have an hour stream of me standing, going back and forth like a scaredy cat, and you don't want to see that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like a regular schmuggler girl from the burn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love video games, and I mean now I'm probably like immensely knowledgeable as I've like learned in the last maybe 2 years or so that I know a lot about that. But yeah, next.
She said regular schmegular girl from the Bronx. The Brandon popped out of her.
But yeah.
It's
Is that
it's
my-
noodle
is it my
next.
turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was the question? I'm sorry.
What makes you unique? What makes your channel different besides the fact that you're a black girl gamer?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. When I first got on Twitch, it's a lot different now than, and I've only been on there for 3 years. Rima, Kat, you guys have been here like 4 or 5 years. When I first got on, it was a lot different. I've always had a webcam. I always talked. I didn't realize there was a stage where you really didn't have to. That was the kind of, but I've always been variety. Even though y'all call me the Fallout girl, depending on how
You the
long
Fallout
you've been
girl.
on, I used to play a lot of Fallout. That was a thing when I first started on Twitch. Fallout, Plants vs Zombies. I think Splatoon was a big one, and then I don't know. One day I was like, dude, I don't play Fallout anymore, so I stopped like completely. And then from there, we just started playing all the games, and it just turned into we play horror games. I love horror games, Allie. Yeah, that's all we pretty much play now. And indie games, a lot of weird games.
Have fun.
I grew up as a console kid, so for me, when I didn't know what to play, people started recommending games. If it wasn't on a console, then I probably didn't play it. So when I finally was able to play on PC, it kind of turned into, well, I haven't played all these games. What games am I missing? So I get to play all the little weirdo horror games that I missed out on as a kid, and I love it. I think the first PC game I did play horror-wise was Alien Isolation, and it was so worth it. And from there, it was like, I want another scare. And then before you knew it, that's like just all we kind of played was just horror games. I see Allie looking like, oh, hell no. I know. But they
I'm sitting in your chat all the time. How many times I'm in your chat scared? I'm like, okay, girl, I'll be back in 5 minutes. She knows. I'll be like, don't open that. Don't go there. And she do it anyway. So it's fine. It's fine.
pretty much, let's see. So pretty much horror. And what makes us different, I try to keep everything community based. I really like talking to everyone. I feel like your community kind of dictates a big portion of what one, the people that come into your stream, and two, the way things kind of go. Because I'm always accused of not reading chat. I hope no one no one better.
Everybody says that. It's not
I feel
true.
like I read chat so well.
Me
But
too.
but let them tell it. I don't. So because of that, I feel like community is a big deal. So if I happen to miss something, which is very rare, they usually look out and they keep everything going. I like having a community with each other that gets along, that jumps me. It's fine. And I don't win, but they do, and it works out. I don't know. We're pretty much community driven, and we play all the horror games. And I just like beating games. Something about being able to say we played it and we beat it. I like it, as opposed to we played it, we might come back to it. I think there's only like one game I never finished, and I still hear about it, and I'm still not beating it. They can't make it. I think it's Hollow Knights. That's the only game I never finished, but that's because we didn't finish, and I don't remember where we were, and I don't want to start all over, so I'm not doing it. So yeah, pretty much horror games and being community driven. That's kind of what we do. We try to do all the things, and yeah. It's Leisha's turn. I'll keep talking for 40 years. Sorry.
It's cool because I kind of had like the same, I guess, same thing going on with my stream. Like I said, I started streaming like a year ago. What makes me unique, y'all already know. I don't think it's unique, but y'all already know like my streams are like, they revolve around like lots of tequila. I also like, if I buy new tequila, I give y'all like the history of tequila. Like I talk about drinks in general, and I think a lot of the times like a lot of people come to me just to hear me trash talk astrology, like certain signs or whatever. Everybody knows that I'm like really heavy into astrology, and I'll sit up there and like talk about Scorpio men all day and blah blah blah. So I guess they're trash.
Okay.
So I guess that's what.
Oh, they said the streamer is lagging, Rena. Sorry, but go ahead.
No.
I guess that's what kind of sets me apart from other black girl gamer streamers. Same with Cup. I've never used to play horror game ever. Like growing up, like that was one thing like I just can't do. I'm scared of a lot of stuff. Everybody knows I'm scared of clowns. I'm scared of lightning and thunder. I'm scared of basically everything. But it was for Halloween. I had for October I had Outlast October, and that's where a lot of people found me from playing Outlast. I played 1 and 2, and I played the DLC, and I beat all of it. So ever since then, I was like, I beat Outlast. I could beat any scary game. So that's basically.
You're right.
You're right. So that's
Outlast was great. Go
yeah.
me.
I'm like, now that I could
I'm with Ali.
Like my sisters, like my sister loves creepy shit. She recommends all the creepy stuff.
Yeah, I'm with Ali.
But yeah, I watch the streams though. I just can't put myself through it. It's not that. And the funniest thing that it's funny that you guys say you didn't play it when you were younger. I have like Resident Evil, all of that. I have like all of that.
Resident Evil was probably the first horror game that I beat by myself. Usually I couldn't beat him unless my brother was in the room and he had to stay up. He couldn't fall asleep. You got to be watching to make sure they don't come through the TV.
Mm-hmm.
But I finally beat that by myself. It was Resident Evil 2. Because I didn't like horror games when I was a kid. I didn't even like Mortal Kombat when I was a kid. I thought it was too much.
What? That was my joint. Since I'm about to come back, you gonna get on it.
I like Killer Instinct. That was like Fatality's light.
I love that too.
They had them, but it wasn't as gory. As a kid, I was like, I don't want that. I just want to beat you up a little bit. And then as I got older, now I got issues, and I'm like, not enough blood. Yeah, do it again. But when I was not about that life at all.
I was afraid of 007 because the idea of me getting shot in first person scared the hell out of me. I was afraid of Resident Evil. I played a demo and I didn't sleep right for a week. I was not on that scary shit at all as a kid.
My first game was like the original Doom, which was just like a maze. I don't know.
You were allowed to play Doom as a kid? I didn't have the PC to play.
Yeah, we had one. And that was in Jamaica, so I don't even know. I'm like, y'all, I don't know how y'all didn't get that stuff. But yeah, when I came up here, I had all of it again. But I told somebody, it's because I have brothers. My brothers were older, so we would always end up getting with some crazy stuff. So, but yeah, now I don't play it at all. Like, I remember getting Silent Hill and stuff like that. Now,
I don't think I could play Silent Hill. Like,
hell no. Hell no.
That's probably one I just can't do. I don't know.
Like, I mean, it's bad graphics. You'll get through it.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe. But
it didn't age well.
It's so hard on the eyes now.
It ages badly. So
yeah. 32-bit is just kind of rough for me in general. I always say I can play anything, but 32-bit, I'm gonna have to think it through. 64 still looks good. 128's good. I can still do 8-bit, and it makes me happy. But 32 is like. That's Cone, Boobs, Lara Croft. I don't know if I can do it anymore.
I could do Lara Croft though, because I left those games. Except when you got mauled by like a tiger or some shit in them joints.
I can like absolutely swan diving off of something high, and you can't stop the animation, so you just kill her. She is. It's like you're yelling like, "I'm sorry, I can't stop it."
Yeah, I played the recent one because Square sent it to me, and I was just like, why is this tiger just mauling me? He was just dragging me, and then when she turns around, you just see the big slash in her back. I said, I gotta get I couldn't take it. I'm getting old, y'all. I don't know what's wrong.
And she only made like 3 sounds. She made like, and that was it. And the death sound.
Tomb Raider 2 is still a classic. That's still my favorite. To this day, Tomb Raider 2 is still my favorite.
What console was that on?
I want to say it was PlayStation.
Yeah,
PlayStation? Okay.
Yeah. It was PlayStation for a while. I think the first one was when they rebooted it. It went to Xbox.
Was Revelations PlayStation 2 at the very least? I think Revelations may have been.
Yeah, I don't think they saw Tomb Raider until like the end of the cycle of like PlayStation 3. I think that one, because I remember one being on. Actually, I think it's just this generation they got it. But I remember widely that it was PlayStation exclusive for. Y'all haven't seen a lot of games, to be honest, and I'm really excited for PlayStation. But yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. This ain't an E3 cast. I'm sorry.
It's see, I was like, oh, we gonna get off topic, but it's fine. I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. All right. So I'm checking over like the next question in the notes, and before I go on to the next question, I kind of want to borrow Leash for a second because it'll kind of pertain to it. So I was talking to the ladies about when we went to that panel. during BlurCon about that was titled Black Girl Magic. So we went to a panel during BlurCon titled Black Girl Magic. I thought it'd be interesting. I could get some insight, maybe get a couple of extra notes for the podcast. And I was telling them about how one of the things that the host of the panel did was she made everyone in the room who was not a black woman get up and give up their seat. And they were like, huh, but what
Which
if
was
you
clutch because me and Rima got there late and we got to the front row.
We did, but I didn't see that coming. I was like, she gonna make them all get out? And then she was like, you not like literally woman, or if you gotta be a black woman. And all of the dudes had to get up, all of the other people, because I don't know what everybody's nationality was, had to get up. And I was like, this kind of feels weird. Yeah.
I mean, what were the looks on people's faces? How was it perceived?
It was more like everybody was like, like it was like a moment of like this is like this is for black women. So so it was almost like, yeah, you're right. It was like that.
If only it was that easy, wasn't it?
Right.
But
did people stay after that happened, or did people leave?
No, they stayed. They stayed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
She wasn't disrespectful about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that, and that some of the points kind of like were like dope points, and then some of the points I was like, about, and I didn't talk to Alicia about. So like one of the points she was making was that we need to support all of our, black content creators, black artists, black business people for sure. And I was like, yes, girl, yes. And then she was like, regardless of the content. And then I was like, no.
I'm kind of on the same boat with that.
She was like, because everybody got to start somewhere. And I was like, yeah, let them do that.
I guess I could probably speak on that. Because I feel like I've been here the longest, and it got to a point where I wasn't seeing us. Like, it was bad. Like, I feel like a lot of people who frequent my streams or even heard about my stream know, like, I used to, sometimes we would get into deep topics and, like, tears would come down my face about it because we weren't here. Like, it was just like, it wasn't like we weren't here. It was just like we weren't here. We weren't getting seen. It was just like a thing. And it was a reoccurring theme. And then when somebody would pop up, it would be, just like some content mimicking other folks that they've seen on the platform, not knowing full context of what, the platform kind of goes through. I think that's another thing. And, of course they'll disappear because they'll probably get dragged through these streets and things like that. So it did get to a point where when I found gamers, I didn't give a shit what I didn't give a shit what your overlay looked like. I didn't care if you were on PlayStation 4. I didn't care if you was on Xbox One. I really didn't care because I wanted you to know that I appreciated you for being here and existing in this space because I literally don't have, I can't say like off the dome, well, I could say one person, and it was a game that I never played or don't like playing. It was somebody in League, and they had contacts and everything else, which is okay, well, fine. But I appreciated that person for existing because they existed on the platform and they stayed. But now they're not even on there. Now that I'm thinking about it, but yeah, like it just got to a point where it wasn't anybody. So then I found. People started finding me, and then I started finding them, and then that's how we linked up, and then we would just support each other that way. Because at the end of the day, I know this doesn't go for everybody, but I know especially with marginalized people, some of us ain't got the resources, bruh. Like when I started, I'm telling you, me and my mother was in here. We was tying up stuff to hang a green tablecloth. Okay, we didn't have a light. I had a lamp with a white light on it. I had a webcam that my mom purchased. Like some people don't have that. Some people don't have that support. I have my sister in my chat. I can proudly say I always had one person in my chat. I never went to zero. I had a lot of stuff that a lot of people didn't. I had a support system. I could bitch with my sister about certain things that happened. I know even to this day, there's people who feel like they can't talk to other people about their stream. Like there's people who just don't have, generally people think, streamers have, we have this support and all this, we got money to buy cameras and shit. But shit, I'm behind on cameras now because I heard everybody got a $500 camera. I'm sorry. Help me out. But, and that's fine. And even now, when people come to my stream, they see the chair, they see a setup, they ask me what PC I got, they see I have certain consoles, and I had to tell them, I said, listen, I didn't start like this. I started on the PlayStation with the PlayStation camera, and this was given to me. Certain things were given to me. I had to work hard. I had 2 jobs at a point. I had 3 jobs at a point. I was babysitting and streaming and doing my regular day job and other stuff. I freelance, so if you're passionate and you want to work hard, yes. Now about the support thing, I understand because I started with a lot. I was blessed to have that stuff. I know not a lot of people have that stuff. So if I go and your overlay is messed up or tacky or whatever, I'm not going to judge you off of that. If you only had working off your PlayStation, I'm not judging you off of that because I worked on the PlayStation. You understand? Even my capture card to this day, somebody gave me my capture card. I ain't have to pay for a capture. You know how much a capture card is?
Yeah.
Y'all got extra $200?
So when I'm thinking about like more so like content creation, I don't really think about like the aesthetics.
Right.
I watch a lot of people who play solely on console. I watch a lot of people who play on like low running like PCs. I stream off my laptop, so there's times where my stream might be a little laggy or whatever. When I think about the quality of content, I'm thinking more so like the person behind it,
right,
and what they're putting out. Like there's certain people like I just can't get into, regardless if they're a black woman or not, because I know for a fact me and their spirit or me and them just won't vibe or just won't mesh, and that's perfectly fine. Like like I support who I can support, and I support who I feel right supporting. And it doesn't matter what they got. Like honestly, I'll just, cause y'all know me, I'm a lurk lord. That's all I do is lurk. I mean your streams, I'll watch you. That's it. I'm watching at all times. Like I'm for real. So like I'll have like a whole bunch of streams up and I'm just watching. I'm seeing what y'all doing.
Even that, like there was a lot of people that I didn't vibe with. I'm just saying, like after when I would see them on stream, I would just hit the follow button, and that was just me saying, hey, I appreciate you existing here, and like to me that's support. Period.
Well, a lot of times I'll follow just so I know I can catch you later.
Right.
Yeah. I'm able to catch you right now because you may be offline, or I just find out. But if not, I'm not going to remember to just put in a name and find you. When I first got on Twitch, I'm gonna be honest. There were not a lot of us. There really wasn't. I got what, Allie and Rima.
Stop saying me. I feel old when you say me.
I know, but I can honestly say that I was aware of Twitch before I joined Twitch. So it was one of those things where I knew what I was getting into when I said I was going to do it. So I went into it knowing we were going to be the minority, especially as a black woman, because I can honestly say growing up, I've been playing since I was about 3. I've never had like any female friends that I played video games with. I always hung out with the dudes. Like if I wanted to play games, it's usually with the guys. So coming into Twitch, it was kind of no different. I wasn't really coming in saying, well, hopefully I could, but I find you guys and I'm like, dude, that's dope. Cause it's like, I don't see it. And so it's kind of like being aware of where you are. And as far as like your quality goes, I feel like everyone has humble beginnings. We're breaching weird limits or weird times when everyone's coming out and they have like the best setups ever. And I think I'm a person, I always say you're going to be humbled when you do something, when you start something new. You're either going to be humbled when you first start or you're going to be humbled later on. So humble beginnings are not bad. No one expects you to hit start stream and have everything down. You're going to be awkward. You're going to be weird. You may not have the best quality. I went from sitting on the edge of a bed with 0 quality, trying to stream through a laptop, to now I have a green screen.
Did you have latency?
I mean,
remember no latency?
Level up. And I think because there's so many people doing it now, and I don't want to say oversaturated. I know it is, but it just seems mean when you say it like that. It's easier to look left and right. So it's like, well, they have this, and my favorite streamer has that, so I have to have it too. But it's like you got to grow, and you have to give yourself enough time to grow. And the more things they throw, in your face. For example, that Go XLR, what was it? That mixer. You don't even know why you need it. You just know people have it. So damn it, you want it, and you don't even know why. And I feel like instead of giving yourself the chance to grow and do the things you want to do at your own pace, I feel like it's very easy to say, well, they do this, and if I want to be on, then I'm gonna do that, as opposed to, okay, you don't have the best webcam, or you're not on a capture card, but what do you have? I can talk. If I got nothing else, I know these games and I can talk. So even though my quality probably wasn't the best, I can hold a whole conversation, and it doesn't even have to be about the games. Just have interest and just vibe with people, get along with people, be decent, and be decent not because you want something, be decent because you're decent. People can tell when you're just keeping it cool because you want something, or it's one of those vibes where, I feel like everyone's felt it. If you rock with me, then I rock with you. But if I don't come to one stream, then you're never going to talk to me again. That's stupid. I feel like everyone, for the most part, everyone streams. We all know this. It used to be a time when it was the other way around. Like now everyone streams. When I first got on Twitch, that ratio was a lot different. It was like you had more viewers than streamers. And for me, it was like I had to get used to it. Like it went from the homie hanging out to me saying, yo, be sure to check out the homie. And it's like you got to get used to it. And I think people expect everyone to make that shift. And the one time you don't, it means I don't rock with you. But I also don't want people to think I rock with you because you're black. I don't want you to rock with me because I'm black. I'm always going to be black. I'm aware that I'm black, but I want my content to matter. Even though I say I need to rethink it because I play some weirdo games. I want to be, I don't want to be the black woman on Twitch that's just a black woman, and it's like, well, what does she do?
And the only one, nobody gonna say that. Nobody gonna say that. Right.
It should definitely be more than that. I don't rock with you, Allie, because you black. At this point, we have nothing else going for ourselves. I think it matters. I think you should care about your content. If that's all you're going for, you're not going to go very long, and then you're going to start feeling like, well, that's when them black cards come out because you feel like you don't got nothing else going on. And it's like, just the content matters. I feel like I'm rooting for everybody. I need y'all to know.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was like, I support a lot of different people.
More than that. If you think you can just sit down and say, I'm black and I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and that's it, no. And you're actually selling yourself short if that's what you're relying on.
Okay, so I'll kind of give y'all like a little story as to why I asked this question, because like everybody's saying basically the same things, that it's more so about the quality. It don't matter what the appearance is at the end of the day, it's about the quality stream that you have. So I can't name names, but when I was in, I think Allie knows the name of the team I was originally in, like the first time I ever tried doing a group. It wasn't an official stream team, but it was a group of us. Kesa probably knows it too. During the time I was in that group, they started to kind of recruit people that we had just knew mutually. It wasn't a situation where we were just like at randomly asking people like to be a part of the group. Like everybody knew somebody in this group for a reason. Like I gamed with this person, or I know this person specifically off of social media. So one of them was a black girl. And again, just so people don't know, I can't really give too many hints as to who she was. And I really, really tried hard to support the group and support her. But a lot of the things that she said and did kind of went against, my morals at the time as a streamer. And it took a while because I didn't want to seem like a hater, but I really just genuinely didn't like what she did. And I felt kind of bad because I'm like, well, she is just like me and she trying to do the same things that I'm doing, and I shouldn't really be feeling like this, and I should be trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. One of the situations was, y'all know I can kind of do graphic design. So I made this kind of like it looks jank now in comparison to other things that I did, but I made this little logo. She took it, put a glow on it, and then sent it back to the group, and then the group was like, oh my god, it looks so great. And I was like, what I just made this whole thing. Like, why are y'all thanking her? Like, she didn't do shit. I could have put a glow on there. And then so then she's like, yeah, I just put a little spaz on it, like. And I was like, okay. And so then, like, all right, so I'm one of those people who I get your struggle, right? But I don't personally, and you can feel differently about this, I personally don't feel like people should make donation goals for things that have absolutely nothing to do with the stream. You shouldn't make donation goals for my car note. I shouldn't make a donation goal for my gas bill. I personally, like, people can do that. That's your business if you want to do that. I personally don't necessarily agree with it. But if you my homie and I know you need it, I'm going to give it to you, right? That's completely different than, like, kind of promoting that you need help. So that's why I don't really agree with that. She would do that every month. And I was like, yo, I can't. A lot of things she did, I just did not want to associate myself with, and I had to get to a point where
mesh with.
Yeah, I had to get to a point where this was a while ago though. This was like year one, year two, year 1, year 2. So
Okay, so I never generalize. That's like my rule of thumb. Never generalize, because I just don't. So when it comes to support, I'm not just gonna support you because. Honestly, I don't even. Sometimes I don't even follow people until they're here after a year, because the switch up is real, and I can actually time how people start and when they start realizing, it's about to get real, and to I might quit, to I'm not here anymore. So after a while, so I don't say follow. I don't believe in that, but what's the Maya Angelou saying? When someone shows you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
The minute somebody shows you who they are and it's not rocking with you, believe them, and that it don't got nothing to do with content. It don't got nothing to do with. It's on your energy and preserving yourself, because at the end of the day, you don't want to have these negative emotions or feelings or any kind of, you don't want that. You want peace and quiet in life, period, right? We hold wellness here. So but when it comes to content, there's people I follow that I've never watched. I could say that because I just don't have the time. They just came to my stream, they showed me love, and I'm like, all right, I'll check you out eventually or whatever, drop the follow, whatever. But honestly, that doesn't take a lot of time out of me. So if I see somebody show a clip of themselves, to be honest, like Story Mode Bay, I've probably never been in Story Mode Bay's stream, but I probably liked and retweeted a lot of her clips. And that's because from that clip, I could tell I love her content. I love her style. Right. I've never had a conversation. There's a lot of people on Twitch. I told Cub this the other day. I said, people probably think we talk like every other day because we just vibe. It's just that. So when it comes to content, sometimes you just vibe with people and sometimes you don't. And you take that as it is. Now, there's people that you just see in passing, and you could just drop the follow, and I feel like that's okay too. Like, you don't have to put a thing on everything, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just, but yeah, the minute they show you they're anti-black or doing crazy stuff, and their integrity is a huge thing with me, especially if you do something, and because like even right now, I stopped the bag. I ain't even gonna lie. I was Nicki Minaj. I'm a Sagittarius. Look, if I see you do certain things and it's not with the integrity, I'm not putting your name on a list. I'm not recommending you for nothing. And that's just how it is. And it honestly, a lot of people's inner stuff shows out in the slightest ways. You'll be so surprised. If I see you take advantage of one person, it's over. Mm-hmm. So you might see me, I'm fake as hell. You might see me smile at you, but if I feel like you're not here for progress, and your integrity is not there, and you're not even about gains, like, bruh. There's just it's just something I'm passionate about. It's something that I love. I don't need you coming in here doing the most. It's like the gaming community is already the most. We have to do the most, so it's just like, I think if you had that one inkling, no, I would say don't follow blindly. If you know this person is like Bad News Bears, gives you negative vibes, you don't like the left side of her boob and shit,
I feel like we reached an era where I don't know, everybody's politically correct. Yeah. Nobody wants to rub anyone the wrong way. Yeah. And I say this all the time, like, people are human as fuck. Now, some things are, when you're silly, but I think in trying to keep it cool or trying to give off an air that you keep it cool, you find yourself doing things that you probably wouldn't do, on a regular. And I feel like the longer you stream or the longer you do whatever it is you do, the harder it is to hold it in, or you start
It
seeing
shows
the
out.
cracks in the
Mhm.
armor. That's why it's
Mhm.
like, do what you're gonna do, be who you're gonna be. I don't think you need to be anything particular. I think people forget that and trying to chase. I want this group of people. I want people to like me. You start acting away, and you start acting ways that are not you. Those are your cracks in the armor. I say this all the time. I believe there's a community for everybody. I don't know how big it'll be, but if you're you, people who rock with you will genuinely rock with you. You rocking with someone that doesn't mean y'all not cool. Maybe you just don't like their content. Not everyone's gonna like you. Not everyone's gonna like what you do. Not everybody's gonna like who you are. Know that going into it, because that's anything in life. There will always be someone that doesn't like you. You probably did nothing to them, but they don't rock with you. Y'all don't vibe. It doesn't mean you're beefing. It just means your content is whatever. I can like you and not like your stream, but I still like you, or you can like me, but that don't you just don't want to sit in my damn stream. That's fine. I
You
think
over there, I'm over here.
I want
That's
to be
it.
good with everyone. People are not Pokemon. I'm not trying to catch y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's being me. And if you rock with me,
Get
no, I don't want your master ball. I'm good. I feel like it gets to the point where that's literally what it is now.
I'm mad
And
she really pulled
we
out
have
the
more people coming
the
on
Go Plus. She
platform.
really
It's like,
wanted to go.
y'all ain't catching me. But you're just trying to catch people, especially like you'll see it. Someone says, "Oh, you're on
Yeah.
Twitch." They're trying to.
And people gonna follow and unfollow you. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen on Twitter. It's gonna happen on Instagram. It's gonna happen wherever you are.
It
People gonna
is what
follow
it
and follow you,
is.
and you don't
But I
know
think if
why.
you're
Yeah.
honest with yourself and you are you, one, people will never be able to come for you because you are who you are. You don't make apologies for it. You don't try to change it. You'll never be surprised, because what can someone say to someone that's consistently themselves? You'll never be surprised. I think when you behave a specific way that isn't so much who you are, and then you let your real self show, that's when people are like, hey, I can't believe you did this. As opposed to, we knew you was capable of that level of stupidity. Whenever I see things, I'm kind of just like, that sounds about right. I'm rarely surprised. Like, I can see that. It's I'm not surprised. I think
Sorry,
people
I'm getting oily.
She watching. Okay. I'm with you 100%. Cup. I'm with you 100%. It's just. Go
it's
ahead.
very easy to lose sight of this. And I think there's a lot of things that make it a little tougher, like affiliates a thing. Back in the day, you used to be able to do you and make the mistakes and come out doing stupid stuff, and that was fine because you were learning. And then now you have affiliate, which kind of puts a level of pressure on you because now you are monetized and it's way beyond a BTTV or a PayPal. So you want to make sure you're doing the right thing and you want to make sure you have content. But I feel like a lot of times, because for me, I didn't do affiliate, so I don't know. I don't know the rules. I do not know. But I know
Okay,
when
so
affiliate first came,
I got a question
said
about
no.
that.
Because for me personally, I didn't do it because at that point in the game, I was working towards partner. It wasn't a push. I never really had a partner push, but I kind of knew what I wanted. I feel like now they give you this option, and you're like, I want the emotes. I want to do it. I want to do it, and I get it. But I just worry because there's so many things I don't think you're thinking about at that point in the game. Things like taxes. Things, Uncle Sam will be knocking on your door. Twitch doesn't take out taxes. That's something to be aware of. Come next year, you're gonna have to pay that back. Start taking money out when you guys get paid. I think I want to say I take out 30% every time I get paid from Twitch. They're not going to tell you these things. It's a little harder to give yourself wiggle room to grow because you've kind of already put yourself in a position where you're monetized. So you pretty much got to have everything together as opposed to taking your time, building your community, getting used to what you like and what you don't like.
And know what you want to do.
You coming out the gates, as soon as you're kind of affiliate, people aren't going to give you that chance. They kind of want what they want and they want it now. Take that time out, learn who you are, do dumb shit, break things. It's like I will always say it, that when you first start, is it smooth? It's just
Allie's like,
break
things.
Don't know about
do
shit.
anything. No one. It's so peaceful. I was able to break things. I tried stupid layouts. I made bad decisions. the more you're around, the more people get accustomed to things. So it's a little harder to make changes because you're kind of like, well, this is what you do on a regular. It's like conditioning almost. But if you don't give yourself a chance to figure out what it is you like, what it is you don't like, you're never really going to have, like, you want the foundation of it. You want, no matter what, how do I say this? No matter what you do, you want to be able to keep a level of consistency as far as your community goes. So for me, I wanted to be in a position that no matter what I did, I had my community. So I can play Gears of War today, but then I can go play, I don't know, Dead by Daylight, and my community's still with me. As opposed to, you've made a foundation off of something that you don't even want to keep anymore. And now every time you do something different, you're kind of like starting from square one again. It takes a little longer to do it, but the foundation is real. Your community is real. No matter what you do, no one can take that away from you. You don't find yourself chasing hashtags and trends. That's what you want to stay away from. That's when it gets sloppy, trying to keep up with stupidity.
All right, so damn it, I had a question. Damn, I lost it. Okay.
What? Did she skip the affiliate?
No, it was about the affiliate thing, because now, like, as of this week, I'm on like person number 2 that I had to whisper and tell them, like, hey, yo, my dude, I really like you and I like your stream, and I don't want it to come down in case someone who doesn't like you pops in. You cannot broadcast on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Like, I've had to tell 2 different people that, like, guys, if you, or because we got a lot of black females in the chat, ladies, you are a streamer, please make sure that y'all read that agreement, that you understand that you cannot upload your Twitch content to YouTube for 24 hours, that you cannot simultaneously stream to YouTube and to Twitch at the same time. That is a breach in your contract.
Platform. You can't outstream anywhere. You can't even, if it was CBS News, you couldn't stream it.
Nope, no Facebook gaming, no Mixer, no nothing. I know someone who was doing Mixer and Twitch at the same time. You cannot do that.
Let's be nice.
You can't, because if you get reported and they find out that you did, because it's a clear indication you got chat on your screen and then you got a Mixer icon here and a Twitch icon here, that's a clear indication that you were just simultaneously streaming. They can take your affiliate away. And then they can not give it back to you, and then you've done all this work to get where you were as an affiliate for nothing, because now it's just straight gone. You have to understand what can make you lose affiliate in other ways, like if you don't meet a certain threshold for your affiliate by like a year. So if you don't make like $100 as an affiliate an entire year, you'll lose affiliate. So people be so quick and gung ho to get it.
Lose it. They charge you $20.
Oh, they charge you? I thought you could lose it.
To $20.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
$20.
So people are like so gung ho to get affiliate and then don't really have a community for it. It's not a necessary demand yet, and then you'll get penalized, for not having it established. You accept the affiliate and you don't really know where you're going with it. You kind of just doing it because you want emotes and stuff like that.
And I touched on this the last podcast about affiliate and how I felt about it, that it's not necessary. And I used Cup. It's so funny because I used it as an example because she skipped out on it. You gotta understand, I was on here 2-3 years before affiliate even came around. So my community was well established. I knew the day affiliate came out, I could get that $100. But that's not even here or there because I had other things like Game Wisp and all of that. But you have to I feel like it took me a while. Even my first year, when I think about it, I went through so much. I fell off my chair. I ended up on some YouTube compilation, and my stream fell down. A lot of bad stuff happened. But in the time, it just makes me think back oh damn, we grew. A lot of people are not thinking about branding. A lot of y'all got different Twitter names and different Twitch names and your Instagram name. Y'all don't even got branding together. A lot of you guys, and there's so many resources out there just about growing as a community. If you want to do streaming or any type of content creation, I think Seeker's in the chat, Thumbstick Mafia, that is centered for women of color, and she drops a lot of gems. Everything. There's Black Girl Gamers now, there's the Cookout, there's so many communities, there's people who are visibly readily available that you can slide in their DMs, get them a message or whatever. There's some people who to this day I see these tweets and it blows my mind because it's like I don't get the support from, so like that. They're like, oh, I go to this stream and they don't come and support. I don't even, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Child, Google is your best friend on here. Let me tell you something. I didn't learn. I learned everything from OBS straight back to what the hell Twitch affiliate was, Googling and YouTubing.
You couldn't even Google. You just had to figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of came in.
You just
I came in at a sweet spot
and see how it goes down. There were some things you couldn't even Google. It was just like, I don't even know how to word it. You just hit and start stream. Like, okay, that wasn't it. Never mind.
Oh, sorry. Chasing Lux. Chasing Lux is in the chat. I'm sorry. She got Brandon together now, so it's Chasing Lux everywhere. But follow her on Twitter. She got diamonds for y'all. Go ahead.
But yeah, I got to watch all of y'all before I started Twitch, so I came in on the sweet spot. I found Black Girl Gamers on Facebook, and that's like kind of back when I was still doing YouTube. And then I saw everybody was on Twitch, so I did a lot. When I tell y'all, I did a lot of research before I even hit start stream, because one, I didn't want to make myself look like an asshole. Two, I wanted to learn the culture. I wanted to learn what was right, what was wrong, what was respectful, what wasn't respectful, or whatever. And then I got to see like all of y'all like amazing Black women. Like Cup, I used to watch her streams a lot. X Mirror used to watch her streams a lot. Still do, the both of y'all. So it's like I got to see firsthand like what you're supposed to do on Twitch. Like I took so many notes, like it was ridiculous. So like you were right, like there's so many resources out there to where I don't understand how people can hit start stream and just expect something like that. Like I knew coming in from the jump, like it's gonna take a lot of work. And even me getting the like where I am now is kind of like scary, because it's like I feel like I skipped a couple of steps or whatever. Like it's like, whoa, like this is like I just was streaming, minding my business or whatever, and then next thing I know, I get a DM talking about, hey, you want to be on the front page, and I'm like, no, ain't this supposed to be for people who've been streaming for like years? Like this can't be for me. Like nah. So it's just I agree with what y'all saying. Like Google is real. Brandon, like I had to take a whole bunch of business courses or whatever just for my own personal knowledge. And
learn what an LLC is.
Yeah, it's like I've been looking into getting an LLC, like just to have it, and it's always just good to learn. Even if streaming don't work out, at least you learned something else. You know what I'm saying?
If you are monetized in any sense of the form, if you are monetized, and even if you're the affiliate, I don't care. Something you need to think about is an LLC. As it stands, if you do not have one, you can personally be sued. Everything you do is on a personal level. So I have an LLC. You cannot sue me, Kaysen. You can't take my 2 pennies. You can sue Cup. People get upset for a lot of reasons. Anything business related on your stream, it's solely looking at you, the individual, your government name. It literally just separates you, and it keeps you safe from any legalities that can happen. You never know what could happen. Someone could say, well, I started watching Mira's stream, and because of that, I haven't washed my ass in 2 days, and now I have scabies and I'm sore because I'm filthy. They can do these things. People can attempt these things, but that's the importance of an LLC. You want to separate yourself from your business because anything can happen. It's a very important thing to get, especially if you are monetized. If you're doing it in general, if you mean this for reals, look into an LLC. They have different ones as well. LLC is probably the simplest way to go about it. If you have any questions, hit me up, ask me.
Depending on where you live, it's not that expensive.
I told you the last podcast. Y'all should have been here.
Yeah.
I told you, get a financial manager. The first question they ask you is, what do you want to do? What's your dream job? What do you want to do? They try to help you attain that. If you can't go straight ahead with the LLC and all that stuff. I mean, look up entrepreneurship. Look up business management. Look up branding. Look up marketing. Look up what is it called now? Influencer marketing. Look where you can get monetized. You can be monetized everywhere, basically. Twitter, freaking Instagram, Twitch. I mean, some of us are there, some of us are not there. But you want to know what you want to have a knowledge. and this is Black Girl Magic. I just want to segue into knowledge and just knowing what you're getting into, knowing, because y'all see how, like, political climates, y'all see how the world is, period. This is a patriarchy society. This is this society was not made for a lot of us. And that goes for any industry you get in, not just streaming. And you want to come in here, like, that saying twice as hard. I mean, some of it you just want to have that knowledge, because you could cut corners. Child, I cut corners a lot. You want to network. You want to, and when I say network, I mean network. You don't want to just know somebody who knows somebody. Don't be scared to contact people. When people put up information on, social media, or say contact us, even if somebody tags you, you still want to make that personal contact. Even with Twitch, with my like, even talking with people from Twitch, a lot of it was me going up to people and asking questions. And I know, same for Cut. Like, a lot of times, if you want to get something or do something, especially being a Black, listen, they think we unicorns and all that crazy stuff. Let me tell you, you walk up to somebody and they're like, you want to do this? Like, you will see the eagerness on their face. They'll be like, you want to do this? Or I was looking for you. I wanted you to play this game. I've gotten that so many times. And I'm not nowhere near big. I'm not nowhere, I don't think about numbers. I tell y'all all the time, if you could go that route, trust me, think about numbers is not a bad thing. But networking and a lot of just saying you're available and knowing what you want to do. Because, like, I know Cub does hosting. I don't know if Leash does, or what other stuff she does. But, like, even with hosting, or if you want to get into esports, or if you want to get into game design, community management, if you want to get into any type of management, if you want to get into gaming industry, if you're an accountant, every gaming, I was actually watching Ash's stream the other day, and somebody was like, they're an accountant, they love games, they don't like their job. And I'm like, girl, every game company over on the side of California needs an accountant. I know Maryland is hiring a lot. Austin is actually building up. So even like with regular schmegler jobs or whatever, so just get into the knowledge. Go to thumbstickmafia.com. They post a lot of stuff on there. Follow Andrea, simply Andrea. She's amazing. You just gotta network, and Andrea talks to anybody. I'm gonna let you know that. So it's just like, don't short yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. Yes, you may know Cup of Noodle and Leash Capiche and Rima, but go outside of that. I will always encourage people to step outside of that, because I can't walk. I mean, I have done that. Mira could attest. I can walk you to a few people at the PAX if I'm there, but I don't even go to cons that much anymore. I could walk you to a couple people, but not all the time is that going to be available for you, no matter what community you're in. Nobody's going to spoon feed you. We all had to learn.
Closed mouths do not get fed.
Yeah, so
people don't know what you want to do, they're not going to ask you to do it. But I do think if you know what you want, and figure out who you need to talk to do that. If you decide you want to be on front page for a thing, I don't know, they do, you have like Unity Day, Black History Month. Always try to figure out who you should be talking to, because utilizing Twitter in a way where you just kind of say, I want to be on front page, that's just kind of just yelling in the air. It's kind of just yelling in a loud room. It's not real, when you just at Twitch and you get mad when they don't respond. That's not it. You got to figure out what you want, and you got to kind of just put yourself out there, which sucks because a lot of times you don't know who you should be talking to.
I mean, I recommend LinkedIn all the time. I have a LinkedIn, so and it's mostly used for Twitch stuff and gaming industry stuff, because you get a lot of news on there. Y'all always ask me like, how you know this or whatever. A lot of them put out newsletters and things like that on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is used in every tech space possible, so I always recommend that too if you don't like Twitter, because LinkedIn is very professional. When you talk about professional off top, LinkedIn is the social media for you.
Twitch's blog is really good too. If you're not following their blog, they have a lot of opportunities on there. That's how I got into hosting. They had just tweeted that they were going to have a summit. I saw the tweet, and I was like, hey, I want to do that. So that's when I think we were going to E3 anyways. So then I don't know, did like 2 little fake interviews and sent it in. And that's literally how I got into hosting. I was fairly new on Twitch. I think I had been on Twitch for like a year, like maybe 1,000 followers in, and I still got to do it. It's never a thing like you have to be partnered or I wasn't even affiliated, like none of that. Just put yourself out there. Not every time you'll hear back. That's just life. You got to be ready to hear no. If you're not good with hearing no, you're not going to have fun doing this at all. Be prepared to hear a no, but put yourself out there. Just in case you don't have a link. I don't use LinkedIn. You're better than me, Allie. I don't even have one.
I don't either.
I learned from a lot of other streamers. You know, I actually learned that from Co Carnage. I don't know why. I heard one day he was like, LinkedIn is very underused. Nobody's on there. And then I went on there and made some friends. And a lot of people have found me through that. A lot of devs came through my stream through that, which is weird. But yeah, it's really cool.
Okay,
And sorry. I was gonna say, and I've been to a PAX where somebody's like, oh, I'm not on Twitter, I'm not on Facebook, oh, I'm on LinkedIn, and it's been that. That's why I say tech space, any type of space like that, and yeah, like that way.
So my next question is, have you guys had to face any adversity being a marginalized broadcaster? And by adversity, I mean, like, have you had an instance where it kind of just went left and it was because you were marginalized? Whether that be because you identified a certain way, or your nationality, or, you know, your sex, or whatever the case may be.
I mean, we all get the trolls. We all get the trolls. We all get the jokes. Like,
I'm in New York. I get it walking on the street.
I'm in the South. What do you mean? Right. But you get the trolls, especially everybody knows once you hit just chatting, it's just trolling. So I mean, you just have to, like me, I'll be looking at it, I'll be like, nice try, and then block, ban, whatever.
The just chatting trolls love me.
But it's like if they
really do. They came in, they were like, we were gonna troll you, but we decided not to. You cool as hell. Or I don't know.
If it's funny, I'll laugh. I'll be like, but other than that, it's nothing original. So it's almost like, why did you 2 seconds of your life doing this when you could be doing something else? But yeah. I mean, I grew up in like a tough household. Like I always say it, and it might be a trauma thing, but my parents were my first bullies. So, and then I have like an older brother. He's like 10 years older than me. So I grew up like learning how to roast and go back and forth and blah blah blah. So it doesn't like it. The way I like visualize things is that I don't really think of, which is weird, I don't really think of people on the internet as real people until I meet them in person. So like now that like I've met a lot of people at BlurCon, I'm like more connected to them because it's like I got to see your face, I got to shake your hand, I got to give you a hug. So like whenever I see somebody in the chat, I just be like, okay.
Oh, you freezing?
All right.
You freezing? Is she freezing for y'all? Or just me?
She got it. She got it.
Good now.
Okay, cool.
I'm good now. Okay,
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, you got your little 2 seconds. All right, bye. So I think everybody on the panel has gotten.
Oh, no one's special. No one's. There's nothing to anything.
Yeah.
But
I meant like a memorable.
Trolls, it could either be a big deal or it can just be what it is. I feel like the streamer is gonna dictate how the magnitude of how big it's gonna be. If the streamer makes it a big deal, the mods are gonna make it a big deal, the chat's gonna make it a big deal, and now you have wasted a smooth 45 minutes talking about someone you banned an hour ago. That's how I see it. You come in, you do it, out, that's it. And then you do it moving. If you don't care, then no one else is gonna make a big deal out of it. They're not gonna come back because they didn't get the rise that they wanted. They want you to be upset. They want you to stop playing the game. They want you to rant about it and go on for 30 years about how you don't care, but you're still talking about it. That's what they want. They want to disrupt what you have going on.
No care for harm during the making of this.
Oh Lord, Jesus. So, oh God, here we go, Sophia again. Yeah, like now, when y'all get trolled, I really laugh about it. No offense, cause it's not like how I got trolled. So it's just like there's and thank God, I don't know, I'm about to thank Twitch, but thank God Twitch has taken steps. How how do you say it? To combat trolls. So now it's you have to know how to work Twitch, and that will probably line up your experience with trolls or whatever. Because back in my day, it was free reign. The only thing you could do is RFK mode, and then we didn't even know about RFK mode, which is a special mode where you can't really say anything explicit at all, which is really crazy. But yeah, like I got 4chan and other stuff, and someone tried to dox me. You know, like there was stuff that I had to take, but this is me going in knowing I had to take certain steps to know. Like I had to figure out a way to block people from knowing where I lived, etc. Things like that, like blocking my name on PayPal. Certain things I just had to do back then because it wasn't on the platform side. Fast forward to probably 2016. If you guys know, my boyfriend is Terrence M. He was playing in a Hearthstone tournament. He got, well, you know, you on front page. So basically, he got into the finals match in a Hearthstone tournament. They ain't never seen a black guy, you know, on Hearthstone, much less. And the chat went crazy. Even mods were unbanning. It became a whole big thing to where they got blasted in the media. And Twitch took this seriously to stop trolls, especially to the magnitude that it gets, you know, like Cup says, the crazy coverage and things like that, because it was a DreamHack tournament. So, you know, every news media picked it up and things like that. So they took it seriously around, I want to say like 2016 into 2017. They introduced more moderation stuff. And even now I think last year they introduced auto mod, which is amazing. They even introduced another mode where you could, I think individually you could put where you block certain things, like even if somebody says something explicit. I don't know how to. Yeah. I think it's now individually.
You whitelist words.
If you and your mods can see things.
Yeah. So I mean, even if you go to certain streams, like if you go to esports streams, like FGC streams, if you were in FGC back in the day, you know what we talking about. You'll see they're on different modes and things like that. Sometimes it's subscriber only, and it's only to block those things. So like when it comes to like trolls and things like that, I can't complain right now. Because this is summer vacation for me versus back. It's like I literally haven't been trolled in like 2 to something years, except for like small groups, maybe 3 people come in here and say something nasty. That ain't hurting my feelings. I'm from New York. I'm gonna cuss your ass out and keep it moving. Like it's really not a big deal. Like I don't think that's my adversity. I think a lot of my adversity, especially when it comes to the gaming industries, mostly oh god, how do I say this? Like talking to people sometimes. I don't know. It's like when we go to cons and things like that, sometimes I get really scared because I feel like sometimes people don't want to talk to me or they won't get me, but I always have to fight that and just walk up to them and talk to them and hand them my card and do that. I think that has more to do with me, but it depends how you feel in a certain room. As there's going to be rooms that you're in and you're going to, I mean, I've been in the, you're going to be like the only, you know, you're going to be the only girl, the only black girl, or the only black person. And you're going to have to figure out how you navigate that. And I don't think you should shy away from it, me personally, but if it's, you know, for your well-being, so on and so forth. But if you want to really make your impact, and this is why I say I thank people for being and existing, because it's so, like, I know my first couple of things where I had to meet with people, it was like, but you have to get through it. And I mean, if you don't want to be in that situation, you know, exit stage left, but you're just gonna have to fight that, and you know, just do it. Because I mean, I know even Mira, I love Mira. I always, because Mira will sit there and she'll say what she gotta say, and you know, not worry about who's in the room. And sometimes you just have to do that. You have to do that. You don't worry about who's in the room. Just make sure you use your voice, you be intelligent, know what you're talking about, and you be that. I mean, Cup was the first host on Twitch and things like that, but you know, she doesn't go around and say it. Like, I personally keep count. Like, I know Chinny was one of the first black women to be on a TwitchCon panel. Like, I remember the first TwitchCon, we used to call it the all-white. Never mind. But, you know, it's just like, a lot of people, they don't gotta say, they just gotta be and do, and I love that. So when you're in this space, just keep that in mind. You don't have to always be a loud barrel. We go ahead, you don't have to be loud and just be like, I'm a black woman. You don't have to be that, but just be in the room, say what you got to say, and fight with what you believe in. And, I feel like you could go through any adversity. We the strongest beings out here. Trust me, we could go through it.
I feel like as long as you know what you want and you're doing what you want to do and you're keeping it real with you, then you'll always be good. If you're good at what you do, it'll show. You really. I don't say much. I don't say nothing because I don't want to just be like hitting people in the head every 2 seconds with something going on. When it comes to trolls, I look at it as it's not a matter of if as much as it's a matter of when. And I think it's really your community too, because if you handle it a certain way, then they'll know this is how we handle it here. And I like for my community, love them to death, because someone will come in stupid and you probably don't even have to ban them because they'll just get flat out ignored, and then they'll try to switch it up like they weren't silly, and then they'll be like, hi guys, and it's kind of like, we saw you 30 seconds ago acting a fool, but my
whose man is this?
flat out ignore them. And it's kind of just like crickets, and it's just like, well, damn, I didn't even have to say nothing because they don't fall for it. And then they come back in trying to keep it cool, and it's kind of like, well, you look silly. Would you like to take that back? So when it comes to trolls, I feel like streamer and your community, however y'all set it up, that's it. And you don't have to argue with them. You can troll them if you want to, but even then that gives them more credit than they deserve. Just do it moving. It's not a matter of if, just a matter of when. And if you expect it, then you'll never be upset about it, right? Because you already knew that it was subject to happen. And I don't even take it personally. I just feel like maybe you having a bad day. Maybe you don't like you. Maybe you're just bored. I don't consider myself special. So because I'm like, he just killing time. That's all. He ain't gonna kill it here though. He can go, but I don't take it personally. I wouldn't don't let it ruin what you have going on.
Yeah, if they don't know you, don't. Yeah.
Y'all chilling. So kick them out, do it moving, and go on about your day. It's fine. You won't remember them. I never remember anyone that gets banned, but I remember you if you were cool. I kid you not, I don't remember anyone I ever banned. But if you're cool, you can leave and come back, and I will never forget you.
Okay, so what has been? We'll start with Ali. What has been your most memorable moment on Twitch so far, and what made it a memorable moment?
Oh, that's so many. Damn. Like on Twitch?
It can be.
No, I'm kidding. Never mind. Different story. I guess one of it was I was playing the demo of Battlefield. I always bring up this stupid story, but I think it's very memorable because it was like I was playing the demo, and then one of the devs from Battlefield came in. He actually is sub. He on my wall too. And yeah, like I never had to pay for another Battlefield or Call of Duty again. So even though it's a different company, but he got a buddy. But he's really cool. And then it was so funny. We went to TwitchCon. It's so funny because everybody runs up to Terrence because the Hearthstone community is like really huge, so people usually recognize him. And I just hear somebody goes, "Is that Alley Cat?" And it was my friend who is the dev, so that was really cool. And then I don't know, everybody paying for all my stuff. I don't know, everything is memorable to me. I don't know. I have a lot of emotions when it comes to streaming. I think making amazing friends is one, and yeah.
Anybody else get hit with the emotional? The Tyler the Creator. Y'all don't remember that skit? He was emo. No, it's just me. Damn.
No, it's just you. We had to make her feel better.
What about you, Cup?
Man, we just survived a 24-hour stream. That was a first. I don't know if I'll ever do it again. Everyone told me it was a rite of passage. We did it. And it's not even that, like, okay, I survived 24. As much as, like, they was rocking with me for, like, it's like, I was there for 18 hours. I was there for 23 hours. They clipped me when I was falling asleep, which kept me up because I wasn't going out like that. I don't know. It was a big deal. And it was, I don't know. That'll probably be one of the coolest things I can say that we've done, up there with any of the charity streams. Those are usually fun because I get to get my family involved. So if I can pull them out, it's usually a good time. We broke Spider-Man. That was a big one. They broke Spider-Man.
I remember that. Yeah.
Every game, for whatever reason, if I cut on a game and it doesn't break, it's the anomaly. Every time we play a game, it breaks. I don't care if my console dies, Steam freezes, every game breaks. So Spider-Man was no different. That was probably one of the biggest breaks that has ever happened. But most of my moments are with them. I like them. Don't tell them. They're cool. They make it fun.
Oh, her playthrough of the GTA's was like the best. That was fun.
Oh, that was fun too.
Yeah, that was fun. I love all your playthroughs though.
Years, and I had never played GTA 4, so that was
funny.
The worst driving I've ever dealt with in my. I cannot drive, y'all. I didn't realize I can't drive in games. I can shoot you, but I cannot drive you to your. We'll never play Crazy Taxi. That way. I can't drive. It's so bad.
You said that in
But
chat
I
now.
can't drive in
Your
real life,
your
so
chatters
it's
are
fine.
here. That'll be the next game suggestion for you because you just said it.
Taxi.
Uh-huh.
Don't do it. It's on Steam chat. You could go gift it to her.
Did you say don't do it? It's on Steam.
Hint, hint.
Wink, wink. Don't do me like that, please.
I mean, I could send you the Dreamcast if you want.
That's the only game I really ever played for Dreamcast was Crazy Taxi. I used to play it at Target.
Not even what Power Stone? Wait.
I never had a Dreamcast. We were
Oh.
Super
I didn't have one
Nintendo
either.
and PlayStation. So
We were just
never-
PlayStation.
Mine.
The only fighter game I'll ever love. That's it. Power Stone.
See, I hear that game, and then what was the other one? Shenmue, which I can finally play. I just haven't
Yeah.
done it. I feel so
God,
bad.
it's gonna be so hard for you to play that. Somebody gifted me that. It's so slow. It's so slow. And oh God, don't do it.
Everyone swears by Shenmue.
Did you do
It's like,
Shadow of the
you better play
Colossus?
that? Nope.
You need to do that too because it's so vague.
It never happened. There's certain games I'm like, dude, if it was on a Dreamcast, I played Crazy Taxi and I think Virtual Fighter. And that was it. I was
Yeah.
PlayStation in N64.
Oh wow. I don't know. Okay. I have all of that, so.
That was the only console and that and Sega Saturn, because I had a Genesis. So it was those two. Everything else I've had, except for like the Ataris. I'm old, y'all. I ain't that old. All of those
I'm that
games,
old.
no, I'm not that old. My NES.
It wasn't even that it was my first. It's just like my family members. I don't know, maybe because we Asian. They would just give us the older stuff. So we had like from like Atari down. I even had like the original Donkey Kong handheld. And I was like, I just saw that on somewhere where it was like worth a lot of money. I was like, damn, where did I leave that?
What about you, Alicia? Oh God, I just yawned. Oh Lord.
You're good, John. Everybody knows my favorite moment, and when I kind of was like, you know what, is when I was on Front Page. Like that.
Oh, that's good.
First of all, this is how it happened. This is back when me and Jedi was dating, but y'all didn't know it. So we would talk on the phone like every day, right? And so I looked at I randomly looked at my DMs and I saw what's his name? Brandon? Not Brandon. How I forget his name? Damn it! But I seen
Brain fart.
somebody who works for. Speaking of, I saw somebody who who? Dylan. He DM'd me and I was reading and I had to check his page to see if this was real. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up, like this can't be real. Like it's somebody's asking me to do Front Page. So I was like, babe. He was like, what? I was like, oh my God. He was like, what? Like, cause I was freaking out. I was like, somebody just asked me to do Front Page. He was like, you doing it. I'm like, I don't know. Like it was 2 weeks of just torture for me. Cause I was like, in my mind, I was like, yeah, I shouldn't do it. Cause I don't feel like I'm ready. If y'all know me, y'all know my strength. If you know me and you watch my streams, I feel like I am not Front Page at all. I'm the little.
Have you seen what's on Front Page? I know none of us go to Front Page, but there's been some stuff on Front Page for the last. Listen, I've been seen Front Page from 5 years ago. Okay, you anybody could be on Front Page.
But I feel like I'm the little red light district, the little shop in the back in the red light district or whatever. So I'm like, I'm not PG enough to be Front Page. I was like, this ain't gonna work. I'm a curse. They gonna ban me for life. Like, oh God. So that was just me going to my head. But then I had to sit down and think about it. I'm like, Leash, if you really let go of this opportunity, if you give this up, you're gonna hate yourself for forever. So I accepted it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it or whatever. And it was just 2 weeks of me saying, I'm just gonna stick my head in the oven because I can't do it. Like, I was nervous for 2 whole weeks, and I did it. I ain't gonna lie and tell y'all I wasn't nervous through like the whole thing, because I was. It's very nerve-wracking. But I enjoyed it. Because y'all know, like, talking to people is not hard for me because I'm a bartender. I do this all day. It's my job to sell you on my personality. For you, I don't do this on Twitch, but basically this is what I do all day. Sell you on my personality or whatever. I could talk to you about anything. I could, I'm fun. I have to be fun. I have to be energetic or whatever. So, and I used to do theater in high school, whatever. So that kind of helped. So just me being able to get over that hurdle kind of solidified me as a streamer in my mind. Even if it never happened, whatever, it really wouldn't make or break me because I love the little community that I did form. But just doing that, it was just like, okay, Leash, you can do this. Because I talk myself out of a lot. I am my own worst enemy. I come across as real confident, like real like aggressive and like real, I'm an extrovert. But in my mind, like, I talk myself out of like everything. Like, oh, you can't do this because of this. Oh, you can't. I give 1,000 excuses to myself before I actually follow through with something. So me just going, like, just being like, you know what, F it, I'm gonna do it, really, like, just made me feel, like, empowered or whatever. So that's why, like, that was one of my, I guess, best moments. Well, probably nothing's gonna top that. I'm just playing, no. But yeah, that was one of my favorite moments. Yeah.
Okay, so Allie kind of knows, like, because of the last podcast, I was telling her, like, people who inspired me to start streaming. The person I followed from YouTube to Twitch was Andrew Arcade. I don't know if you guys know who he is. And then one of the first people I, like, consistently watched on Twitch was Miss Team KK. So I feel like it's shallow for this to be one of my favorite moments, but I decided, like, once I got my Xbox and shit together, or this is when I had my PS3 and I could finally have my capture card and play Black Ops 2, because that's my favorite Call of Duty. I was going to play Black Ops 2, and it was, like, doing really well on my channel. And then at random, Miss Team, I was, like, really busy. It was lagging all over the place, but Miss Team KK, like, hosted me for, like, a lot of people. And I don't think it was the amount of people. I think it was, like, one of the people who I aspired to be like on the platform noticed me and decided to, like, give me a light so that other people would notice me too. It was, like, the most humbling moment for me, honestly, at least at that time. And, like, I didn't believe it was her. I don't know. I put people on pedestals because I didn't think Kason was going to do this either. I ain't even going to hold y'all. But I put people on pedestals. I mean, y'all don't understand, like, if y'all talk to Q, I'm like, I want to ask her, but I don't know if she gonna be able to do it, because she probably got, like, 7 different things going on, and there's no way. And that's how I think.
But I hit them up anyway. I be hitting up everybody. I hit up Mira. I don't care if she got a YouTube.
I've known Rima for like 40 years. I am always here.
And when she hosted me, I don't think I cried on stream before that. I started crying because it happened. It was a real dope feeling. And then they were all, like, sad. They were all like, so, like, don't cry. So then everybody was being so nice in the chat because her community is just so nice. And I was like, this is the best raid I've ever got. I have a second one, which Allie, I hope Allie wasn't there for this. You might have been there for this. Allie, remember, Q's not the first boyfriend I had on Twitch. And I swore not to do this again, which is why I did not want to date Quentin. So my previous boyfriend got into an argument with Q in my Discord while I was streaming. And guess who decided to raid me that day, Allie?
Who?
Ambition. That is the last person you want to raid you when arguments going on, because that was when he was, like, crazy. This is 2K18, I think. 2K18 is crazy big. He was doing so well, but 2K community's crazy.
17, yeah.
2K community is wild, and they did not let up, because you could hear all of them arguing with me and with him, and it made for a very entertaining stream, and that VOD got a lot of views. But it was hell for me. It was hell for me, and those 2 times was what happened. Like, it was. I was super grateful to Ambish, but I was like, "Yo, bro, why you come in right now? This is not the time."
Because he heard you was screaming on the thing. I know exactly what happened.
That was wild. Those are like the 2 most memorable.
God. She had some fun. Oh my god.
It was crazy. And these, of course, the podcasts are like my baby. Love doing these now. I'm like super excited. Yeah, but I'm working on more episodes. Like, it's a constant, like, y'all see. It's a constant thing for me. I love doing this stuff now. But what was the next question, damn it? I forgot. Oh, this is a great question, actually. How do you feel about black girl gamers representation in the gaming community in general?
Like, in general?
Or mainly on Twitch, but like, I mean, it's a mix.
I mean,
but
there could be more of us in the forefront, but
it could always be better. But I do
I'm never gonna ask anybody to be in the forefront, because, like, as a person that it wasn't even like I was asked sometimes or kind of thing. Because I know a lot of people show up into my chat and they're like, "Hey, oh my god, another black guy." I don't hate that or anything, but sometimes it's like a pressure, because I'm hella ratchet. I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx. I really don't have decorum sometimes. So sometimes I'm just having fun, chilling in my stream, and you know how I get wild and crazy. And it's just like somebody comes in, they're like, "Hey, Al," I'm like, "Oh, hello, how are you today? It's great to see you." I have to like calm it down, because I'm like, I don't want to be too wild. But I mean, now, thank God, there's more people. Like, there's Jay and I think sorry, what's her name now? Jason, whatever. Seeker and Jason Luck. Sorry, I forgot the name. It's new to me. There's a lot more people. Oh, I see Tanya's in chat. There's a lot of people who are now in the forefront, and thank God, because there is like a slight benefit for people who are speaking up more, because now it's like there's so much more awareness now. And we need these people. Like, I'll bring it up to the first diversity panel at the second TwitchCon. Let that sink in. At the second TwitchCon, not the first. The first diversity, I had Chinny on it, and that VOD is still up. And I always recommend you guys Google that panel, because I literally sat and watched that panel in tears, because I knew. I mean, she got raided by like, her story is crazy. Like, she would get raided by people, like, viciously, and there would be certain things that she was absolutely targeted for, and certain things like that were not, like, I've talked to Switch staff where it's like, "Oh, I didn't know this happened," and that's why sometimes I'm like, okay, y'all could scream at Twitch and stuff, like, if they don't know, like, sometimes we have to explain certain things. And thank God for people who advocate. I know Tanya has visited Twitch in San Francisco. I visited Twitch in New York. I was talked to them under other circumstances as well. So a lot of it is just being and existing in the space, right? And sustaining. We want a lot of people to come here, not to just, everybody has like a career path or whatever, but we want people who are here. And also Andrea, how can I forget Andrea? There's just people who are here. Like, you don't have to be at the forefront. So if you don't want to be at the forefront, you absolutely do not have to, because we got fighters. We got people who are out here doing it for us, and they're not here for credit. They're not here for all the excitement, etc. They're just there doing what they have to do. So I am absolutely grateful for all those people who are advocating and being there for us, because it's like, it's something I don't even think I do that, because it's exhausting. Nobody wants to sit here and talk about being a black woman all day. Trust me. It's absolutely tasking. We have to live in this world as a black woman. It's not just, online or whatever. So we know what it is. And like I said, sometimes when you get in the room, we have to just do it. And so if you come on this platform and you want to do that and you have the strength to do that, go for it. But a lot of it is just being, existing, and sustaining, going for what you got to do. If you're the first, yes, but don't stop nobody bag. I know I said I stopped the bag early, but don't stop nobody bag willingly, or be shady, or look for praise and clout and all of this. I mean, some of y'all, I'm so happy y'all could post now and get your likes. Some of us, we used to post and not get likes. We used to get blacklisted. We used to get removed from certain lists and things like that. So to think like, oh, that doesn't happen. Oh no, it happens, honey. That's why you have to carry yourself a certain way. That's why you have to be knowledgeable. That's why you have to know, the ins and outs. That's why you got to make sure like nobody can make a fool of you, period. Because that's just what it is. But as it is right now, I'm really happy for Jade. Jade has actually won an award. If you guys don't know who Jade is, Black Girl Gamers founder. And yeah, they're doing more stuff and building up awareness and things like that. And like, I could go on forever, but I'm so happy because we've come a long way. Within 5 years, because I feel like my spectrum goes past that, but within 5 years of me being in this space, it has been amazing to see growth. It's been amazing to see amazing other Black streamers. It's been amazing. And quality, like, these hoes could play. Like, I'm not trying to get into shooting the match with anybody, and it's great. And there's people who know their stuff, and we battle gatekeepers all the time, and it's great to be like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I've had this, and but we don't always want to do that. Sometimes we just want to have fun and play games. This is the gaming industry is a kids industry. Let's be honest. Yeah. So we just big kids and want to have fun.
I mean, because there's so many other layers to us than just being a Black woman.
Yeah.
So it's sometimes refreshing to remove because you could never really remove the Black woman layer, but to show something other than us being the writers all the time. Like, sometimes we just want to relax, drink our water and or tequila in my case, and just play the game and just be myself. And honestly, because one of the main reasons why I started is because I have a daughter. Like, my daughter is 9, 10, and she's gonna be a little nerdy Black girl. I see it, and it's just like I'm kind of preparing her for it or whatever. Like, I play games with her. She watches me stream. Y'all be hearing her in the background. She doesn't go to bed. Everybody knows this. So it's just like, that was like one of my main reasons for starting, is because I didn't see that growing up. Like, I've had my cousins gamed, close friends of mine gamed, but actually seeing it on a computer screen or on a TV, that was non-existent. Let's be real, in the 90s growing up. So the fact that of course, kids nowadays, they're in a whole nother technological era to where they could see whatever, everything is at their fingertips. It's just refreshing to know she'll see my face, Allie's face, Cup's face, and be like, you know what, this is normal to me. This is my life. So and Rima's face, how the hell I forget Rima? It's your damn podcast. My bad. So not everybody's meant to be in the forefront, but I wish there was just a sprinkle, a little bit more of us, shown out there. But from, like I said, I felt like I came at a good time because I had Black Girl Gamers, so I didn't have to go through the struggle. But I do thank the ones who did, Allie and Cup and Rima, for going through the struggle for me. You made it a little easy.
I had fun. I ain't had no struggle.
Transition.
I'm enjoying the journey.
Me too. I enjoyed it.
I'm partial.
Nothing like cussing out a bunch of racists. Ain't nothing like it.
Let's see. I think when it comes to us Black women, growing up, I can honestly say there are very many times I've ever felt like I've seen me to the point where I can name it on my hand. There are two people I remember growing up. I have Gabrielle Union and the chick that was in the Pharrell and Jay-Z Just Front video. Those are the only two people. I don't know her name. I just know she was one of the chicks in the video, in the front video, that looked like me. I didn't think nothing of it because I don't know, it might be conditioning. I might be old school, but it just kind of was what it was. So if you want to do something, but you're waiting on people that look like you to do it, you'll probably never do it because you're never really going to see it. Twitch, didn't see it too much, but fast forwarding, I can be honest, I didn't know who Mira was, but then they announced Stream On, and I was like, oh, snap, it was a big deal. Like, I see Mira, I see Miss Do It Big, then Ash, and then as you keep going, you keep seeing, people who look like you pop up. But there is one thing that I can say that I see that makes it a little harder, because not everyone has to be the advocate, but I think when we see it, we should big up it more. And instead of saying, see, why don't we have this more often? Twitch needs to do this more often. Instead of saying that, just genuinely being there for it. And I feel like a lot of times I'll see like Miss Do It Big, she's gonna be a TwitchCon ambassador. That's a big deal, damn it. But in the comments you'll see, well, should have had this person too. Oh, well, should have been did that. Well, damn it, they probably should have, but they're doing it now. So instead of, accepting it with the side of what the hell, just big up it. Because Twitch doesn't know, but if we big up it and it's like, if we're here for it and it shows there's a community for it, then that's gonna say, okay, well, cool. If you're on front page, end your front page and say, I had a great ass time on front page. Don't end it with, I got on front page and everyone was mean to me. Everyone trolled me. Because now it might hurt someone else that might have had the opportunity, and Twitch may look at it as, well, damn, we put her on front page and she did a terrible time. She didn't have fun. I don't want other people to not have fun. So now, Leash, if you in front page and you say, yo, that was lit, Twitch will see it and say, all right, well, let's find someone else to put on front page. If we end it and I end my front page and say it was the worst time ever, it wasn't fun, Twitch will try to shield you from that. And so now other people won't get the opportunity because the one person that did had such a misery, even if it's not true, even if it's a whole ass lie, say it was great, because Twitch doesn't know. And they're trying, and I get that change moves slow, but it really is up to us. We have to big up each other. When Twitch makes a tweet and we see us, you may not be here for it, and there may be other people that you feel like should be
your
there,
friends,
and all these other little politics. But in front of company, big up it. You can feel how you feel in-house, but they don't know. They go by everyone's reaction. So if we take that moment to say, well, technically speaking, this person should have did it, or it took you long enough, well, then if it's going to be like, well, damn, maybe we didn't do this right. Maybe we should rethink doing it in general. It's a big deal. Mira being on Stream On was a very big deal. MK being a Twitch ambassador, finding out Miss Do It Big was a TwitchCon ambassador, seeing Bronze up there as a TwitchCon ambassador, it's a big deal. And I feel like we should celebrate it so that way Twitch can see it and say, oh, people are here for it. I feel like Black women get this bad cloud of judgment. Every time something goes on, it's something negative in the forefront, up and behind it. It can never just be a celebration. I don't see guys going through it as much. Whenever you see Black women, it's like a side of negativity, like, yeah, but it could have been this, yeah, but it should have been that, oh, this. It's never just like a happy moment. I feel like we should just big up it, even if we don't want to, or there's something you may want, or Twitch was slow, that's fine. Take your moment, big up everybody, because if not, we're never going to get the opportunity again. Treat it like we're only going to get it once, and show Twitch that it's what we want. That's where I'm at. I'm rooting for everybody. Even if you feel away, keep it to yourself. Big up everybody, because if we don't do it, nobody else is. That's all I got. Just remember, we got us. If not, then ain't nobody else gonna do it for us. We don't get too many chances. So try to keep them on a positive tip. That's all.
And we progressing fast. And I just want to add to what Hub said. Like, I don't know if it's this year or whatever, there's a lot of complaints. And I'm one of the old like, I don't say too much right now, but people see that. There's a lot of complaints sometimes on Twitter and things like that. Like, y'all got a whole Discord, y'all can talk. Trust me. I know, I'm in some of them. and y'all could hit up people in DMs, but sometimes it's just, especially when it comes to like Twitch or whatever, like I'm not saying anything where it's like abuse related or anything like that, but when it comes to like little minuscule stuff, trust me, I'm coming from like a hard ass time. Sometimes when I'm like, y'all got latency. Do you know how crusty I looked as a black girl on no latency? Y'all gotta chill with like features and things like that. Like you just don't want to have that negative, and sometimes you do, if you have to step back, do that, because I'm all for wellness and well-being, and I understand the weight that it comes with being a minority, especially on this platform, so forth. Yes, sometimes that gets to you, and I completely understand it. But just just know how that goes before. You can't blame a whole community for your woes. You can't blame somebody not, hitting you up, etc. Just be progressing, and you have to like Cub says, support and just root and open, because people are looking, and yeah, Twitch staff is all over. Y'all be surprised.
Mm-hmm. And if you're the one that's lucky enough to have the opportunity, try to do the right thing with it, because that might be the only one you get, and who knows, you getting it done and you keeping it on a positive tip will open the door from someone else, and you won't even know it. But if you get the opportunity to do it and it doesn't end smoothly, that can shut a door on someone else, and you don't even know it. So try to keep it boiled so we can keep it going. Passing the torch to each other, so to speak.
Facts, Tanya. People who don't know anything are the loudest ones. Like, that's so true. But I feel like they don't have that thing where we used to. I feel like Tanya's been around that where we wouldn't get nothing. Like when I tell you, we used to get like worse treatment when it came to like something that we wanted to talk about as a community or whatever, and I can't even put it into words, but if you were vocal about like something and you didn't get them likes and retweets and whatever, you gonna be side-eyed. And I feel like I don't know, I just feel like I always know about that, so that's why I just like don't act a certain way on Twitter. I don't even cuss on my Twitter. People don't even notice. But I cuss like a sailor on my damn Twitch.
Look at her. I came with Allie today, yeah. Oh, well, y'all answered my next question. All right.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Well, it was basically like, what changes would you like to see taken, and what can we do to progress that change? But y'all kind of said it, like, the representation is there. We just gotta big up everybody, and then make sure that if you can't advocate, make sure that you're sending positive messages to where you want them to go.
That too. Because there's different portions of gaming, and this is what I'm gonna say, because I said this in the last podcast. The gaming industry is hella trash, and if you think it's trash for everybody, it's trash for white people, black people, everybody. So if you think it's fruits and dates, it's really trash. And I'm talking about like payment and valuing people. There's a lot of scams going around, and you'll be surprised with who. Disrespect, and when it comes to progress, I would say be informed. There's so many like simple things that I feel like I've just been repeating for like the last couple months, and I was just like, you don't know, find. I mean, I know some people don't like Kotaku or IGN or whatever, but there's so much news that has progressed with diversity, especially now because it's such a hot topic. Like, follow people. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but just be on top of your news, because like even Chiquita's esports. Chiquita is the first female in NBA 2K. She got like, when they drafted her, people were really coming for her, and thank God there's like a female 2K community that came, and but even certain things like that, if y'all see first anything, make sure you retweet it. It's just. And even with devs, because even now Microsoft is doing stuff with game developers. I know there's a thing next week for especially for people of color in game development. Try to stay on top of it a little bit. Like, I'm not saying you have to, but like sometimes when certain things come across, just a like would help, or a retweet or something, because it's just really hard out here for a pimp. Not kidding, but yeah.
So basically, research is your best friend. If you don't like to research, then you won't.
It's
like
not even
streaming.
hard to be honest, but
Ooh. Okay, so oh no, I realized we got quiet. So, anyways,
no, I'm just saying it doesn't stop at Twitch. You
Yeah.
know, once you're a Twitch streamer, you are a part of the gaming industry. They're even fighting for like a union that includes streamers as well. So if you hit a certain threshold, you never know you might be in a union.
Unions
So
are
it's
good.
just like yeah, and you might. You know, if you want to go into voice acting, you might have to go look up, you know, the SAG or whatever, because voice actors are on their SAG. There's just certain things, like if you want to go into things, don't look for people to tell you, because I've seen like a lot of people saying, where do I find, you know, but yeah, like do your research and try to find, you know, the people that could point you in that direction.
cool. So before we do any outros or anything like that, I do want to start taking questions from people who are in the chat. Because we're approaching 2 hours and 3 is our max, and I want to make sure we get like as many people as possible. It don't necessarily have to be, you know, BBG related. It can be questions that you feel like is directed towards any one of us, or just any inquiries you may have in the chat. So if you guys got any questions in the chat, just throw them out there and we'll start answering them.
The SAG is that it happens.
Oh no!
That's what
Actually,
I
I did have
Screen
one other
Actors
thing.
Guild. Screen Actors Guild, Big Cheese.
I had one other thing and I almost forgot it. So, do you have any other BBGs you feel deserve some shine? Like any other one that you want to make note of that we haven't made a note of today?
I mean, I can give y'all Twitters. Simply Andrea. God, I don't know how to say Tanya's name. It's
Cypher of Tear.
Yeah, it's the same on Twitter. Chasing Lux. You definitely want that. Thumbstick Mafia. Bad Girl Game. Black Girl Gamers.
I'm gonna start that. Bad Girl Gamer.
Bad Girl Gamers. I think the Cookout has a lot of women, and I was about to say female. I'm sorry, ladies. Has a great delegation of women. Who am I forgetting? But yeah, Simply
Mira.
Andrea, she actually has a whole list of like gaming industry jobs. If you ever need a job in the gaming industry, I'm telling you, hit her up. She'll find you one. Ex Mira, if you love Sims. But Mira is everywhere, so I would definitely say follow her. Trying to think of it.
Brown Girl Gamer Code. Shout out Brandy. She runs that. I'm trying. Isn't it like we have a Melanin Gamers too, right?
Oh yeah,
I gotta look on Twitter. I don't know it offhand.
Just call me Ty. Listen, I only know you as Ty. But yeah, those are people who get into rooms, and I'm not just talking about, you know, sitting on Twitch and screaming into the voice box thing like me. They get into rooms. Follow them. I'm trying to think. Tanya, what's your organization?
I need diverse games because I checked in
need
the
diverse
chat.
games. Yes.
Yes.
Any key. I think Andrea works with them as well. But yeah, there's a couple out there. I would just say watch like stay tuned. There's so many diversity panels, and like you guys say, you went to BlurCon. There's so many panels and stuff. I say look at that. Also, have a look out for writers. A lot of the time, writers are like really amazing. Like I know ESPN.
Melanin Girl
Gaming
Gaming.
has some. Yeah, and I know Cookout has some writers on their stuff, but yeah, look up on Medium and things like that.
I know this is kind of at random, but I just want to shout out Callie in the chat because I want Callie to start doing more cosplays. I also want to shout out that out there are a lot of great female cosplayers that also participate in the gaming and the, you know, because we were at the BlurCon, the Blur community, and they advocate for us to be in a lot of different spaces. You know, cosplayers are a lot of times cosplaying fantasy game characters, so a lot of them are gamers as well. I just want Kylie to do more cosplay, or inspire Kylie to do more cosplay. So guys, please check out Kylie because she does creative and she does gaming stuff. So just for somebody in the chat, and then also Key because Key got all the tea.
Okay, I'm keeping mine content related because y'all talked about all the insiders and the writers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of content now.
Mojo Jojo 97.
Yes.
I love her.
Oh,
Mojo
Cup of Noodle.
Jojo
That's
is a good
my
one.
favorite streamer right there. Cup of Noodle.
I'm trying to think.
Okay. Let's say okay. I have Mira. Story Mode Bay. That is my girl. I know she's new to Twitch, but love her. She's building a really great community. Hydration. She's new to streaming, but rooting for. It's so tough when you say girls only because there are so many people.
Al
But I'm trying
Rallo.
to keep it lady that it's not easy.
There's so many.
It's so because I'm about to start naming my guys too. Sorry guys, I can't include you guys. I'm sorry, it's girls only.
Oh, let's do it big. If you are into like shooters and
Let's do it big's a good
let's
one.
do it big. Let's do it big.
Oh, has
But
anybody
I can watch her do it.
has anybody ever watched? It's a female streamer named Kiki Baby. She plays a lot of fighters and some
Kiki.
shit. She's
Yes,
great.
yeah.
She's super positive.
Poodle's cool. Tatted's real cool.
Black Whimsy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
There's so many.
Cup, you should be good at this. Come
And
on.
I'm gonna feel like I'm making sure I'm thinking because I'm gonna feel terrible. And I'm gonna be like, dude, I didn't say this person.
There's-
She's up there.
Erica
Chick goes on
streams too, right, Leash?
Tetris.
Yeah, Erica stream.
Miss
Joy.
Ash.
Who else? I know I'm missing people. Tess the fifth. Tessica's been on Twitch
Yes.
Oh, I love
for
that.
as long as
Oh,
I
did
can
we
remember.
say Miss Ash Rocks or we already said Ash? Yeah, we did.
Well, I said Ash, but I didn't say Miss. I didn't say the whole brand. My bad.
Yes, it's Miss
I
Ash
wanted,
Rocks.
trademark violation. Miss Ash Rock.
Oh, guys, please go follow Breezy 24. Y'all don't know Breezy. Do y'all know Breezy? Well, Leash knows Breezy.
I know Breezy. Yeah.
She's super dope. Anybody
But
else
yeah,
have to think of?
if I don't say your name or anything, like, don't feel bad. Like, honestly, I don't even talk to none of these people. Like, a lot of it is in passing. I honestly, I have a great support system, so it's just like, you don't even have to be in the. And I don't even say that to be mean or anything. Like, I'm saying that because we have an understanding. Like, if I see Leash or Cup or Rima, we already know what it is. We have fun. We have amazing communities. It's not, we want to be unicorns or nothing. It's just, we want to show people that there is a space that you can create that people will come to from all over the world, because, child, all over the world. And you could just create that. So, and there's a lot of people now that do it. And I'm so glad we can list names and forget people. I'm sorry, but I'm so glad because there was a
No,
time
I
where you could
did.
just.
Shunda, Mama Shunda.
Mama Shunda.
I'm sorry, Shunda _ J. I'm sitting here like I'm tripping. And I know they're like, why is she making stupid faces? Because I'm missing some. Shunda, I'm sorry. I love you, Shunda.
Yeah.
You're here.
So there was a moment where we could only put it on a hand because a lot of people were on cam and things like that. So I'm happy that we can just list and have. Oh, look. And there's more to come, and we're in. I can't say too much. Oh damn, I can't say too much. But there's more to come. Big things to come. You don't have to switch up or change if you can be yourself, and the world will be watching. They didn't discover us yet. We're still a phenomenon, an anomaly, as some say. But we're here to stay, and I mean, who gonna check us, dude? No, I'm kidding. But like, it's just what it is. Like, I know I'm gonna be here. Period. They couldn't stop me in 2015. They don't stop me with all this auto mod stuff and everything to block y'all hoes out. Block. No. So yeah, but I just talk crazy sometimes. I'm sorry, but yeah, like they're not gonna. I mean, all this progress. You think I'm gonna stop now? No way. So.
We got a question from Lil Pikachu. It says, Alright, it says, they're curious as how do we do our taxes? And you asking the wrong one if you asking me.
It has to be over a certain amount.
Yeah, for Twitch taxes. So I haven't made enough to have to do them yet.
Even if I did, I have a child, so I'm good.
Yeah, so we haven't.
Some
Yeah,
people, they need to be with
you
child
have
too
you
good.
you have to make a certain amount to claim them and have to pay taxes on it. So what I recommend is going to Twitch support site and looking up the articles that they have
you
on the tax
Google.
forms?
You Google independent contractor, and you see.
Twitch does not take out taxes for any money that you make at the beginning of the year before, when you get your tax forms, your W-2s. I want to say it's a 1099, either that or a W-9.
I think it is.
I don't want to lie, but they will send it to you. I pay my taxes quarterly. I have because I have an LLC, so you can pick how you do it. You can do it quarterly. You can do it all at once. Just know you will get a form from Twitch come tax time, and you have to fill out. There's no way around it. Being that they don't take taxes out, this is why a lot of people say take money out throughout the year. When you get paid, you will owe because you haven't paid any taxes. Any money you get from Twitch is just literally what you made before taxes. So if you go spend that, you come the next year, you're gonna owe money. You're gonna owe. But the good news is, another reason to have an LLC or something along the lines is you can have write-offs. So any game you buy, you get a new monitor, anything that you do that goes towards your stream, you can actually write off. Write-offs help you, and your costs that you have to pay later on in life, they help you bring that down. So everything from I got a game on Steam to, I don't know, I got a new chair, anything that keeps your stream going, you can write off. It's something to think about, but just know, affiliate or not, partner, whatever it is, I think you're fine with PayPal. It's based on how many transactions you make. It's a very high number, so you should be good
I think it's
with
10K.
PayPal. But with your affiliates, you will get taxed on that. Twitch does not take out taxes. I want to say that in that area, I think they have a little segment about it, and they let you know, but just so you know, you will have to pay for that. You will get a tax form at the beginning of next year. So keep that in mind.
There is also a limit for the Twitch one, so I don't think most affiliates hit it.
$600, anything under.
I think it's like 5. It's 5. But I think it's 5.
Over that, you will be. Because if it's 6, that means you're getting 1099.
Yeah, and if you get sponsorships, they get more complicated. So get an accountant if you start making money. No, I'm kidding. But if you get sponsorships and gifts, that also could be complicated. So you want to kind of make note of everything that you get as well, because the feds be watching. Well, I was gonna say something on top of that because there was another write-off. Oh yeah, if you have a job, this is especially counted as I think it's independent contractor. It's like a side gig. It's almost like a part-time job if you hit a certain amount. So you should be okay if you're affiliate, but if not, good luck.
I think if you have a job, they'll just let's say if you get taxes back, you won't get as much taxes back.
Yeah.
You file
So I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
But
That's why I'm good.
Business is a little bit better, so
And you still stream. Okay, so if you have a job and you stream and you still get 1099 or I can't remember what it is for Twitch, and you still get that.
I think it's a
They're gonna put them together. Which is another reason I got an LLC. They're gonna combine the two, so it can very well push you into a higher tax bracket. Think about that.
I would say go to the H&R blog.
I'm sorry because it's like these are things you should know before you start, because it sucks like you're hearing this now and it's like, dude, but I'm already affiliate and I work a full-time job. That could very well put you in a higher tax bracket. You may want to look into an LLC that will separate your personal from your stream, which means they're not going to put the two together, which keeps you out of that. If anything, you may luck out because you won't be making as much on the other side. But that is something to keep in mind, that if you work full-time and you are an affiliate, they're going to put all of your tax forms together. That could push you into a higher tax bracket.
And games, XSplit, any subscription services, you can add that second to it.
All right off.
You can also put your lights, right? Or like the space that you use. Like if you, because it's technically you using your house to.
They're really funny with that for you to consider it has to be like either. There's so much of footage that you have to technically utilize for them to consider it an office space. So if you're streaming in your room, it won't work. They'll consider that a living space. You pretty much have to have your own area that's you just stream in like pretty much another room. then they'll give you that. But I don't know how much they look at it, and like to try to say like the electricity or my rent and things like that. It has to be like its own space.
Yeah, and if you have in-depth questions, don't ask us. Go to an accountant, go to H&R Block, go to anything that does free consultation. Get you a financial advisor. Seriously, like, because like the bigger streamers, they don't really have to be concerned about that because they have representation in those areas. Some already understand it and did the research for themselves, and that's also what you should do. I'm not gonna tell you how to do your taxes.
Uncle Sam gonna come knocking.
Well, please be aware that you have to be
your
aware
check is garnished.
Just know that you as the streamer are 100% liable and responsible for any funds you make. Age does not matter. You agreed to this. You have given consent. It's something that you should think about honestly before you accept anything. And that's beyond affiliate, any kind of contract, any kind of sponsorship, anytime you are receiving funds, it's something you should think about. I know it's cool to do the things, but eventually you're going to have to pay taxes on these things. You're going to be held responsible for these things. And I don't think Twitch tells you. You just kind of sign up. I don't know what they say with affiliate, but I don't think they break. I know with partner, they break nothing down. They just say congratulations. And then after that, it's up to you.
It's vague.
If you don't know, ask. If you can't ask, Google is your best friend. You can always hit me up. I'm very easy to find. I may not know everything, but even if I don't, I'll find an answer for you. It is very important. And I would hate to see anyone be held in like, I don't know, fiscal liabilities for something like that. I would hate it. So when in doubt, hit me up. I'll do my best.
God, I can't wait for that news story. Streamer.
Don't Wesley like that. Sorry. Don't go out like Sinbad,
Cup, there's a question for you pertaining to affiliate, and it's why did you choose to skip it, and how many times did you apply for partnership?
Okay. When affiliate first came out, I had been on Twitch for about a year and a half. Almost about a year and a half. And I got it. And it was cool. Like, don't get me wrong. It was a big deal. It went from you don't have any emotes and you have nothing to offer to I have things. I can do things now. But I didn't do it because personally, I wanted partner. And I kind of knew what I wanted. And I was afraid that if I did affiliate, you kind of let your foot off the gas. Because it's very easy to say, like, I have my emotes, I'm chilling. But I told myself, if this is where you want to get to that. Because you can only do it once, if that makes sense. So I held out for the better part of 2 years. And it was hard because I had people saying, like, do you know affiliate's a thing? You know you can be an affiliate. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But I just didn't do it. And I applied for partnership once. And that was it. I only applied once. I applied once and got partnered it was like 3 months later. It took 3 months to hear back, but I only did it once. But I'm happy that I didn't do affiliate. I will say, even knowing what I know now, I'm still happy I didn't. But if that's, get it how you live. So it works for some people. It depends on what you want at the end of the day. If you don't care about partner, then you good. It just depends.
Okay, Rational had another question. It's a general one. So do you streamers have a future plan, or are you taking it day by day?
Day by day, because I'm still new to this, so I'm still in my research phase. So I don't want to, I didn't come into this with high expectations, but the more I see growth, the higher my goal, the higher the goals I set, basically. So it's got to be a day by day thing for me, because I don't know my end goal yet. So, and even when I get to my end goal, I'm pretty sure because I'm that type of person. Like, oh, okay, I got this. I'm not satisfied. I want this. Now I want this. So it's always something that you could do to better yourself. So mine is definitely day by day.
I'm day by day. I have an idea of what I want, but I'm day by day. Like, I know the things that I want to do for the most part, and I know things change, but expectations are hard in a situation like this, because no 2 days are the same. I know outside of actually just hitting start stream, I don't really have days that are the same. Nothing's really consistent, and I feel like expectations are how you easily get your feelings hurt. Plus, there's no perfect number. There's no such thing as a perfect anything. What Lee said, it's like as soon as you do one thing, you expect to do it again, and then it just gets higher. So I'm more day by day, but having an idea of where you kind of what you want to do, but just nothing too concrete.
Oh, I want to take over the world. So, it's interesting because I feel like okay, so it is like day by day, but my day is probably like I don't know how to explain it. Like it's different because there's a lot of stuff that I know way ahead of time that is up and coming. So I also have to think about that. So with that, I get quiet a lot. I go MIA a lot. I don't talk to a lot of people. So yeah, it's day by day, but I absolutely know what the hell I want to do and how I want to do it and who I'm gonna do it with. And y'all just don't have to see. But yeah, it's always a day by day thing. No expectations. That's what got me here, and that's just what. But best believe I know my lane is to take over the world.
I take it when you do. Just remember me.
I take it day by day for that dude. I don't have an expectation as to what the day is going to bring me because I know every day is going to be different. So I take it day by day. I kind of do this. I made it so that, like, because in the beginning you make goals for yourself, and if you don't hit them, you kind of get disappointed. So you either learn to make small goals so that your achievements feel like something, or you just take it day by day so that you're doing it for the fun of it and not to reach some type of status or some type of end goal, because then if you happen to reach that, then what's next for you? You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's definitely easier to take it day by day and then just kind of take the joy of what I do, at face value. So I just do that. I don't do, the only thing I plan are these podcasts. I don't plan shit else, and that's pretty much it.
I take it day by day and I learn as much as possible. I'm like a vacuum sometimes. But yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's 2 questions. Hungry Cugs was first. What do you find is the hardest bad habit to overcome while streaming?
Watching somebody else's stream when I'm supposed to go to stream.
Yes, me too.
That's the worst thing, because then you end up watching somebody's stream for like an hour and you miss your start time.
I'm never on time. I am consistently late. I would like to get better at that. I would, just a little bit.
Mine says lack of consistency. I would be like, okay, God, tomorrow, and tomorrow come, and I'm like, what? I want to chill out.
Too,
lack of consistency and procrastination and laziness. So I already know. So I already know my problems. I just gotta get over the hurdle.
Bad habit? I don't know. Eating on stream?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Damn it, I'm munching right now.
That's weird. I can't just sitting and eating a meal. That was weird. I will say. But I can like a Lunchable. Like I can do that. I don't like eating chips because I feel bad.
I ate a plate of mac and cheese. I ate a plate of mac and cheese right before we started.
Goldfish are soft and you can hide it. But
I tried to eat hot Cheetos. Like this ain't it. You just hear like crunching. Like what are you eating? Like never mind. Yeah, I can't.
A sandwich is quiet too.
But nah, I'm ugly when I eat, so I want to enjoy. Like I want to just get in. I don't think Twitch is right. I get banned. I get permabanned if that's me.
I pride myself on being on time to every stream. Now I'm gonna watch see what they say. I pride myself on that.
I know that's a lie. I just want to say that as a member. Like I saw that tweet 20 minutes. No, I'm kidding. No, there's a lot of bad habits to streaming, and honestly, it's probably all in your head, because I hate getting technical difficulties, even stuff that I can't control. Like, technical difficulties are really annoying. I hate playing Overwatch. I hate, It's a bad habit going to Overwatch. I hate raging. It's such a bad habit. I honestly don't like it because it's just like I in my head I'm just like, oh damn, you're really screaming, and then I come back and it's like a clip, and I'm like,
But it's hard to say what's a habit versus
yeah,
something bad versus
yeah.
because everybody,
rage is
I
the
feel like
habit
some
for
people
me,
say
trust
that's
me.
terrible, but then other people are like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times it's in your head because people, when they ask people, do you like people eating on stream? It was like, it's like,
I think for the most part, it's in our heads, and people could care less. They're not
Yeah.
even looking at it. We just think about it. I used to fear technical difficulties, and if something went wrong, it was like the end of the world, and it was like, dude, I can never stream again because I ruined everything. But I feel like the longer you do it, I've learned the less you just don't care. I know once you hit that level of consistency where you know I'll be here tomorrow. I used to care, and I used to be like, man, I have to make sure I don't offend anyone, and the more I do it, the more I'm like, dude, well, today was not a good day. We will try again tomorrow. It's all good. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We'll fix it then.
Oh my god, I tried the no cursing thing once.
Ooh,
it was like I curse more. It's like a curse more. I was like, and it was like, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything anymore. And it just like, it's like, okay, it's not too bad. I'll get mad or whatever. But yeah, like, I was like, I'm not gonna curse anymore. It was like 20 minutes later. It was like every cuss word you could think of. I even went Jamaican at one point. And it was just like, I said I wasn't gonna cuss today. What happened? So.
Rima, do you cuss?
Like a sailor?
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Leaf said she drank tequila, so I know she cussed.
Oh, I be cussing up a storm. Yes, that's I do. The only thing I try not to say is the N word. That's one thing I try to cut out of my streams. But
see, I don't on every game that's not Call of Duty. Like if it's Call of Duty, I'd be like, oh, this him, man.
Certain games you just have to, but like I'm a little bit more conscious about it now. But I cuss, I don't care. I just don't do it excessively. But you wanna hear it? You wanna hear it?
I don't mind profanity. I just don't like when it turns into like, did you just hear this word? Like, did you just learn this word today? Like, awkward cussing where it's just like, why are you I don't know. You can tell people who cuss fluidly. It's like a skill, I think. Like an art form to it. Like when people aren't good at it, you're like, you just learned this word yesterday.
Right.
Like when I learned no cap. No cap. They were like, stop saying it. Nope, no cap. And they were like, girl, stop. Somebody in my chat told me that, and I couldn't stop saying it. I was like, nope, no cap. And they're like, Al, you're not even saying it right. Shut up. And it was bad, but yeah, I know what you.
Oh, Pidgey.
All the things. I am not cool. I learned. They teach me so much, and I try to utilize it in my day to day. I'm not cool. They teach me the things.
Well, did they teach you John? I don't know. Like back in the
Y'all
day,
don't know John?
John. And I was like, what is a John?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't like Philly slang.
Me and Leash just developed an issue. This is the first. I don't know about Leash no more, y'all. I don't know about Leash no more, y'all. I don't know. See, but that's funny because I don't like DMV slang. Don't call me Mo. Stop calling me Mo.
Yeah.
The East Coast has some of the look. I'm from Cali. So y'all come nothing's worse.
She got the Valley girl.
And I know I've made a few people mad because in my mind I just think it's bad. Like, say this. No, you say it. I don't know what it means. I'm from Cali. Y'all got new sayings every other day for something that's I can't do it with y'all. So you know.
Well, I'm from Georgia and I don't have a southern accent, and so I can't say half of our slang. I can't say shoddy, shot. I say it's shouty.
You can't say shouty?
I can't say no.
Oh God.
I learned that from Plies.
Shouty. All right. On that note, we gotta move on to the next question. We do not want to start talking about Plies in this podcast.
Next question.
Oh, Pidgey asked earlier. For those who are LGBTQ, how does that change how you stream, or how do you reach out to the community? All right. Do any of you guys identify that way? I'm an ally, though.
I'm an ally.
I'm an ally.
So my space it's always a welcome space. I like people live your life as long as you ain't harming nobody. Yeah, what you do in your bedroom. It's not like I'm watching, so I don't care. So, but I am an ally. So,
Ghost, we answered your question earlier in the stream, so when it goes up on YouTube, you'll be able to hear their stories about that.
I'm an ally as well, and I also have LGBTQ people in my chat. But we don't like point it out or nothing like that. We just don't have nobody come in here. Yeah, we don't have nobody come in there talking crazy though, because we stopped that right there.
Exactly.
And yeah, so
we cool. That's how that everyone.
But yeah, you could go in. There's actually an LGBTQ tag, and I think Tanya is in chat, isn't she?
Yeah.
But I don't
she
even
hates that word.
I don't know what to call it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's called.
I don't like to say it. But
I know if you're cool, then I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't have to be something to It's like all because I'm not. So, but we're still good. Like if you're cool, I'm cool. I will never say raise your hand if you are. I will never. There's just certain things. If you are, I probably don't know unless you tell me because I'm never gonna ask. I don't think it takes any precedence to what it is we do. We chilling, and everybody's welcome, and
support it.
Like people
support.
Because I don't want to be rude. Not everybody wants to be put out there like that. For everything, race included. Not everybody wants to be put out there. I'm just being rude, just asking questions that are technically none of my business.
But there are people on here who, so you can find a lot of people who do put it out there. So if you're about that, go ahead. I don't even like saying I'm a ally. I just have people in my chat that we rock with, and we cuss you ass out if you say something crazy. That's it.
Because at the end of the day, it's all about
respect and love on this
side. Exactly.
The only extra thing that I do is because I do the makeup streams before the gaming streams now. I get a lot of diverse people coming in, especially when I'm doing makeup, that'll ask for tips. And because in the makeup directory, there's not just normal makeup going on, there's drag makeup and stuff like that. So to be considerate, if someone new comes in my chat, especially when I'm doing that type of stream, I'll ask them before I generalize them what their pronoun is, so that I'm making sure I make them feel comfortable when they come in. Otherwise, it's really just if you're cool, we're cool, everybody's cool type of situation.
Yeah, that's something I had to learn doing Twitch too. Not to generalize what I think people's pronouns are. Like not to just automatically assume, just to ask first. Or just say them or they. That's helped me a lot. Yeah.
Do we have any other questions in the chat? Because if not, we can do our outros.
Oh yeah, if you missed your question, just post it again or something.
Yeah.
Because I think there was like a lot of questions rolled up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't either.
What I missed?
What Cypher just typed in the chat.
Oh.
Yeah, we used to have communities, so child, we've been through a lot. If you're in communities or even now with the tags, if you use some of those things, you also become a target. I don't even want to say that, but it's just I don't know. You have to navigate this space accordingly, and just make sure you know your moderation. If you're in a stream on Twitch, how to moderate your chat, how to block words. Also, if you're using Streamlabs or I think all the tips like Streamlabs, Stream Elements, all of the bots and things like that, they allow you to block words, even if you have like text to speech and things like that. I know I said this on the other podcast, but just reiterating if anybody's new to streaming and things like that. Definitely look up moderation. I think there's a Twitch blog, right? There's a Twitch blog on moderation. But yeah, Google. Even if you don't see it, Google how to ban words on Streamlabs, Stream Elements, any of those things.
I think it's in your settings too. Like when you go to your dashboard, it's under moderation.
Under moderation.
A lot of options.
And also for tips, because Go ahead. What?
Stacks asks, how did we meet? So I know how I met pretty much everybody here. I met Leash through Karama. I asked Karama, who should we raid tonight? Yes. Yes, he is. Shout out to Karama. It's the Black Girl Magic, but shout out to Karama for being #1 mod on Twitch. I asked Karama, like, yo, who should we raid tonight? Because I don't know who. He said, oh, my friend Leash is on. I met Leash. Leash was like, Scorpios and Sagittarius ain't shit. And I was like, cool. Let's keep coming back here. Sagmen. Sorry. Sagmen.
The men are trash. My brother is trash. Right.
Y'all all know Q. So.
Well, Q is nice.
I actually don't know how I met all y'all. It's a series of Twitter.
No, I know how I met Allie. I met both of y'all through CJ. I might have met
probably
Karama
Karama or Ace, because Ace had a crush on Leash. We ain't gonna see that. And she taking that though. It's okay. I'm messy. I'm just kidding, Ace. He didn't have a crush on her. We just had a joke. I'm sorry. But now they had like a running joke. I'm very nosy, so a lot of times I'm just it's like I said, in passing, I see a lot of people. But I specifically remember Rima and Cup around CJ a lot. Yeah. So I feel like it's somehow in that intertwined. Cause yeah. But
Allie, I don't think I've ever seen you in CJ stream. I don't think I've ever seen you in there. I know I see Rima. I don't think I've ever
we played GTA together like a long time ago.
That's how I met
Allie. I not remember how I met. I just know I've always known.
I met you solo though. Like I don't know how the hell I met
you. It was either through CJ or Brandon.
You weren't bronze than anywhere.
That's true, but it's now. Now I'm in bronze streams a lot, but back then I honestly would just roam these streets and look for somebody brown. But then that's when filters were around. And oh my god, this was the worst. When I used to go through to Twitter, and y'all remember like Instagram and stuff just came out, and they had that like brownish filter, and I used to click on the girl, and I was like, oh man, she's white. Because it was like from the actual profile picture, it would look. I was like, oh, but I would still follow her anyway. I'm sorry. They gonna kill me one day. But yeah, I had a lot of different friends. I think I used to just follow females blindly. Sorry.
Yeah, same thing. I followed everybody.
Men are trash, and no, I'm kidding. No, I don't know. I have a more leniency to women than men. So a lot of times I would just like to watch a female game and see what she's about and chill. I think that's a lot of people. But a lot of people found me. I think a lot of people found me. I don't know. Where the hell did I meet you, Cup?
I don't know. I'm really sitting here.
I honestly think we were playing Fallout like around the same time.
I'm not that old. I genuinely.
What was your first game? Was it Fallout?
Nah, because that wasn't my first.
It wasn't her first, but she played a lot of Fallout though.
Right? I probably met you around Fallout.
I just know we go back.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
I feel like I met both of y'all through CJ or Brandon. It probably was Brandon for Kason, but
UGR. You right?
Yeah, it's Brandon.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
But I met y'all through.
That was the hub at one point. That was the hub.
Rusty knows.
Majority was Brandon. Yeah.
UGR stream.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry, Brandon. I rebranded. I know. I'm sorry. Brandon stream. That used to be the hub. Yes.
That's why I found Rusty. I kidnapped Rusty. I haven't given him back since. He's still in me. I'm sorry, Rusty. Is Rusty here? Can he hear me?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh. The other Rusty. Let me clean that up.
The Rusty. I met Leash on Twitch. I lurked in her streams when she mainly played Xbox.
Yep, I was an Xbox main, baby. I bought a PlayStation last year in October. I got an Xbox. You probably don't play it, but it's cool.
I do.
Nobody touches their Xbox. I'm the only one.
I got a Wii controller. You think I'm not I actually love their controller more than anything.
Yeah, their controller's clutch.
I hate that fucking controller. That controller stinks. It hurts my hands so much.
You're excused. my own podcast right now. It's like the best controller.
It
like
hurts.
fit right in the
No.
wedgie.
Which
It
controller?
hurts my
Xbox?
hands.
Yeah.
Xbox is my least favorite.
I like.
How do you not like that?
Like,
Sticks
I
are
like my
diagonal.
To argue, sorry. It's a
No.
it's a real argument.
heavy. Like Xbox
I
is
like
the only
this.
control that it hurts.
It's
to hold.
symmetrical.
No, I hate that the fact that it's symmetrical. I like the diagonal.
I don't.
Yeah.
I like
Diagonal's
that.
better.
This
I don't
feels so
like
much
the
better.
analog up at the top. I feel like
I don't know.
Yeah, it hurts. It literally hurts my hands. I was playing Ninja Storm on it, and it made my hands hurt within an hour.
I got a grip.
Oh, you fancy. You fancy.
I don't like this. But
I don't do it.
this is my man Xbox control. I feel like I'm getting
Okay.
carpal tunnel. This is heavy.
It is heavy, but I used to listen. I was an Xbox.
It is,
My
it's
last
heavy.
PlayStation I played with was PlayStation 2. I didn't play PlayStation since, so I'm just conditioned to like Xbox. I used to play on the Duke.
I still love
That was heavy.
I don't know. Y'all bugging. How y'all like that? What? How? Y'all
This
have-
heavy
you got
ass-
small hands?
I got big
Or big
hands. I'm
hands.
5'10".
You have to have. Nah, see, I got little hands,
I
man.
got
Give me
big-
my.
That's why. I'm like, y'all. I'm fine.
My hands not that small. Leisha, are my hands that small? You saw my hands.
Yeah,
Are they
they
that small?
Well, you're tinier than I thought you was gonna be, Rima. I thought
What?
you was gonna be tall. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be taller. I'm 5'7".
5'2" or 5'2".
I'm 5'7".
She's like,
Did you
Cup
call
is a
I'm not
cup,
small.
okay?
I am.
Cup is a
I
cup,
am
okay?
tall and
She is a
fat
cup of
and
noodle.
big.
I had to be like,
You were taller than me. I was taller than me. That's not fair. Alex was like looking down on me like, oh, nice to see you, cuz. I'm
nice
like,
to
looking
meet
up.
you, you know? It's okay. TwitchCon is like MidgetCon for me. I be like, damn, everybody's so small. Like, what the
that's how
heck?
I felt. That's how I felt at BlurCon. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well,
wait till
I
you go to
keep feeling
TwitchCon.
like
You
I look like
looking at
I look
everybody.
like an infant whenever I stand next to Q. That's what it is.
Q is
Well, Taylor is like
really
very tall. He's like 7'40".
That's what it be. Like, just meet me without him.
He heard that. He here too. He said baby hands.
Yeah.
Stay shopping in the kids' Foot Locker. Wow.
I am
They're
still in
exposing.
Kids' Foot Locker.
They're
I-
exposing.
saving money though. I wish.
lady
And they always have her shoes. They never have size 10 shoes. Ever.
I wear size
But
10.
cup-
Yeah, I wear
cup
size
is
10.
blended.
Wait, okay.
Yeah, I wear
Yeah.
10. Yeah,
I
they
do
never have my
too.
shoe.
I never been
Yeah,
out of
always
kids. So
got my
I'm
stuff.
still in the kids' Foot Locker.
Why did
That's
everybody
so
think I
sad.
was gonna be
Dang,
small?
I can't even wear Jordans because in kids' Foot Locker they're not the same. So you lose like pieces of it, and they don't look the same as the Jordans in Foot Locker for big people feet.
I'm sorry.
Big people.
Lord.
I am still in kids.
Man.
They're just not the same.
She
My
said
ones
big
were
people
different. The 16s were different, and it's like, why are yours all shiny? And you get patent leather, and mine's just dull. And my Jumpman has like it's in a high
Because
chair.
they know
Like,
kids be messing up their shoes, so why even bother? They be like,
No, she said 7'40". Not 4, it's 40.
Lord.
All right, y'all. It's time for outros.
Alright.
Oh, I'm first, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you guys so much for allowing me to come on this podcast. I hope I didn't talk too much, and I really appreciate Capiche. I'm actually getting to know her a little bit better.
Yay.
Dating Jedi, if y'all didn't know, I just wanted to.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Cup of Noodles. Shout out to Cup of Noodles' hubby. We saw him walking by and
Hey,
waving and said,
Powder.
I appreciate all these women, and I always urge you guys to go and support them. And Rima for having us. Thank you so much. This is the second podcast she had me on. I'm not gonna be on no more. I reached my limit. But I just want to encourage everybody, if you are in this space and you're streaming, if you ever feel discouraged or not wanted, please reach out to somebody like me. My DMs are open on Twitter. Don't send me no crazy pictures. But yeah, I'll have a chat with you and pick your brain. If you ever, and I'm sure any of these ladies will say the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't feel dejected or rejected or anything like that. And please remember, this is a business at a certain point. So decorum and things like that do count in certain settings. But yeah, just do your best. Be the best you, and just keep going and learning, and the sky's the limit. And trust me, there's so much more to come. I cannot tell you, but there's so much more to come, and I cannot wait.
Is it my turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and that's why the cat on everything. Brandon, learn that.
Well, one, Rima, thank you for having me. Thank you for even asking me. I know you were nervous about asking me. I enjoyed this. This is my first time doing this, so I hope I didn't fail you guys. I hope I didn't rant too much. If I did, I'm sorry. I enjoyed being here with you guys. I do mean what I said though about your LLCs and making sure you're financially independent and making sure you're good with your money on this platform. If you have any questions, hit me up. My DMs are open. I don't want pictures of feet, nothing weird, please. But if you have questions, definitely always here. I'm always here to help out, even if it's not finance related, like streaming questions. I do not know everything, but I've seen things. I may not have all the answers, but if not, I know one of the homies do. I can send you at least in the right direction. Anyone that came through my community, thank you guys for coming here and all that fun stuff. You guys definitely didn't have to, so thank you. And Rima, your community, anyone that came through from Allie's and Alicia's communities, thank you for putting up with me. It was a pleasure meeting you guys, hanging out with each and every one of you. And you can find me on all the things as Cup and Noodle. Cup AH, like a noodle,
Like what?
Thank you guys for having me. I definitely had a good time being here. Thank you, Rima. I appreciate you.
You're so welcome, guys. Go ahead, Alicia.
So of course we have to thank Rima, the beat. She's so cute in real life. I got to meet her and I'm so happy. And her makeup be popping for some. Thank you so much for having me on. I actually confuzzled as to why you asked me. Because I'm like, I just got here. I don't even know what's going on. But, I learned a lot from doing this. And I really appreciate that you look at me, I guess in that way. I'm not really good with words, y'all. I ramble a lot. Like everybody else said, like my DMs are open as well if you need any advice about alcoholic beverages. I'm for real. I'm so serious. Or if you just want to talk or if you have anything on your mind or whatever. Like I said, I am a bartender in real life, so I get paid to do it, but I don't mind doing it for free on the side, my handle is a little bit different on everything. I know on Instagram it's leash.capiche. On Twitter it's leash_capiche. And on here it's just Leash Capiche all together. There's like 2 white girls named Leash Capiche on IG, and I had to pick what I had left over. So sorry guys. It's been a pleasure. It's actually it's been real inspiring talking to Cup because like I said, I watch her a lot. I used to watch her a lot before I started streaming. So this is like it's almost like talking to my idol. I'm fangirling. It's also like really cool talking with Allie. Like she said, we're getting to know each other more or whatever, and she's really cool. She's really dope. I like her because she says what she means and she means what she says, and she's gonna say it whenever. So yeah, like
That's a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Allie need to get back to dragging people on Twitter because I need tea. I don't get it from enough people anymore. Y'all be trying to.
I don't want Cup to unfollow me. I have to keep.
Y'all be talking about all this branding stuff, man. All this branding. I need some tea.
I'm doing it for the time now.
Well, and then watch when 20 come out. 2K Games gonna send it to her. She gonna play it. She gonna be right back in the game, and then it's gonna be like she ain't never left. Tea gonna be spilling all over the place.
I need a little bit more toxic Allie, but in a good way. There's good toxicity. But it was great doing this, guys. Like I really appreciate everybody for coming out, and I really appreciate everybody dropping knowledge. And I love you guys. Like for real, I miss y'all.
Don't miss
I
me.
get to see everybody at TwitchCon, right? At the very least.
Hell no.
I might be in San Diego.
I'm sad. I'm sad. I don't know what to do. I want to go, and I don't know how to get there. It's like this every year. I swear to God. say this every year. I'm gonna try. We're gonna try to figure it out.
PAX East probably for me.
Yeah, we didn't go this year, but if we don't make TwitchCon, we going to PAX East. It's a wrap. We going to PAX East.
See you until next year.
I mean,
you'll be alright.
You on the other side of the country.
Why everybody got to be from the East Coast? I feel like that ain't it.
Yeah.
Or the Midwest. Or the Midwest.
Oh well, there's PAX West. No, what's it called? PAX South.
No, you got West.
I'm not trying to go after y'all had that series.
I enjoyed West. West was so good.
I'm good.
I've never been to PAX West. I've never
It's
been.
so good.
I was thinking about it. I've never been.
When is it?
And I don't like nowhere because I'm from New York. I don't like nowhere. I hate Boston. I hate everywhere else. And I went to Seattle. I was like, I like here. But it's nerdy over there. It's like hella nerdy. They got like cafes with board games and stuff. It's really good. It's really good.
Oh, I love that. Okay, well, ladies,
is usually in March, right?
Yes.
I know it sold out on Saturday this year. I was so mad because that's the only day I wanted to go.
I think it was April and it's
April. Yeah, it's April. Very beginning of April though. That's probably why.
PSX. Oh.
Okay, well, PAX South is next year. We missed that. Goddamn. Okay.
So South is January, East is April.
Yeah, around that.
West
They
is
trying to
August.
like.
But there's another one too, isn't it? Like PAX Unplugged.
PAX Unplugged. Oh, by the way, guys, since I just Cypher is going to be doing panel. Is going to be at PAX Unplugged. So if y'all can make it to, I think the only person who might be able to is Allie. I'm going to try to go. So if you want to do that, PAX Unplugged, because it's here. It's in Philly. It's in Philly. It's in Philly. PAX it's all of the. It's like all of the vendors. It's like all the stands from PAX. If it's not in September, it's probably November. I'll get it for you, and then I'll let y'all know. But it's Cypher knows.
So yeah, I don't really go to cons. I go to places that I could get in for free. No, I'm kidding. My boyfriend's an esports. Listen, I'm living this esports life thing while I can, go into tournaments and things. So it's like very hard sometimes to go to cons because like pick your poison type of thing. But I'll try. I'm learning to drive out here. Might drive to California. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Well, I want all of us at BlurCon next year. We need to all go to BlurCon next year.
BlurCon was a family reunion, and I loved it, and I can't wait to go back.
August.
Next year. It's gonna be actually around my birthday.
Unplugged is December. Okay.
Unplugged. Okay. Oh, y'all don't want to. It's in December. Y'all don't want to be in Philly in December.
Yeah, cancers.
Shout out to my cancers.
Wow, y'all too in bronze. In Jedi, right?
Yeah, I'm not part of that.
I like cancers. They loyal.
We are.
Crazy. Anyway.
Did you say that is crazy? I had
y'all
to.
Crazy. Y'all
I was with you at first, and then it was like, wait, what?
Wait, I know a Sagittarius ain't calling. That's crazy.
I know. I'm bad shit. I don't care though. I'm bad shit with the knowledge, so they can't. It's funny because like
is that why Ali like Nicki Minaj because she is Sagittarius?
No, it's like people like they'll think like somebody will recommend me and then they'll see me and they'll look at me and then I'll start talking and they'll be like, oh, okay. then knowledge get them real quick and I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll be quiet. Wow, I like cancers though. Y'all loyal. Stuck in y'all ways, but y'all loyal.
Everybody's stuck in their ways. Everybody.
I like y'all.
Okay. Well, my DM's not open because if I open them, I would have to Hakai everybody out the damn DMs like I did before when they were open. So they closed now, unless you my friend, unless I follow you on Twitter. But my Discord's public because I could just kick you out. So my Discord is public, and I don't think it's open on Instagram either. But that's where I do a lot of communicating. That way I'm not kind of alone in it, so that if I can't answer the question for you, I can definitely find someone in the chat who can. So that's usually where I do a lot of communicating. But you can direct message me on Discord, just not on social media, because that's where the shit show is at. Thank you, ladies, so much for coming out. Like, I really appreciate y'all. Y'all know I'm hella formal. Y'all could probably tell by that long ass email I sent y'all.
Yep. I said, oh, she's serious.
And I do it every time. This is Ali's second time. She probably like, damn, again. And No, I mean
like
it
it.
from the. I mean it from the bottom of my
I knew
heart,
exactly
though.
what was going on. I was here for it. Thank you for asking me. I'm really happy you did because I didn't know you were nervous to do so. So thank you.
That's why I'm doing it. You see my arms? You know when you're nervous, you jitter or you rub something.
I've been rubbing my thigh this whole time. Like, Jesus.
How did I rub them? Anyways,
No, I appreciate all of y'all for coming out, for spreading all of the knowledge and being all of the things, being all of the great things today. Y'all are so dope. I love all of y'all individually and as a collective. But yeah, make sure y'all follow all of these ladies. If y'all haven't, the links have been in the chat. If not, I didn't turn them into commands, so I apologize. Oh no, well, it's on the screen. So all of their social media is on the screen. Make sure you give all of them a follow. I super appreciate everybody who came out in the chat and supported, especially for those people who are definitely spreading the knowledge in the chat. I super appreciate y'all for coming out and helping others in the chat answer questions as well. Like, y'all are super appreciated. And with that being said, I do have a small announcement. I forgot to tell y'all. I was going to tell y'all beforehand, but I was so busy trying to eat. I already know what the next episode is going to be. And I want to show y'all what it is that I posted. Wait, are y'all watching the stream right now?
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Wait,
So
am
then-
I?
Right.
I might have to refresh it. I'm like, she knows what the next podcast is gonna be.
Yeah, and
Oh, here we go. Okay.
when and who? Y'all might or might not. I don't know
Nothing,
anymore.
Shonda. I wasn't laughing at you. It's like, what are you talking about? I love Geminis. They have many faces. I love.
You love every face. Whatever face they decide to put on.
Woo! Alright, I put it right on the front so no one can see us anymore. Okay, anyway, so here you go, guys. Episode 3 is actually going to come a lot faster than episode 2 did. Like, it was almost like 40 to 50 days for the next episode. It's going to be myself, Cheese, CJ, and my friend Stacks, and we're going to be talking about technical things. I'm not going to be talking at all because, you know, I don't know shit about tech. This is going to be a learning experience for all of us. So that'll be the very next episode of the Panda Fan Podcast. You will see a tweet about it or information in the Discord channel about it, probably right after this stream is over because I don't feel like streaming no more. And I'm just super excited to do another episode. I love doing this shit. Y'all have no idea.
I like that. That's cute.
That is cute.
I love the animations that everyone did.
Yeah.
I was not ready for that. I was like, dude, that's so cute. I love it.
I loved mine.
Oh, don't.
It even has my thick neck. I said yes.
Damn, what?
I can't. Okay. Y'all are free to use them however y'all want as long as it's not commercial use. So y'all can do whatever y'all want with them in their avatars. Y'all can throw them wherever y'all want. Y'all just can't turn them into emotes or shirt or merchandise. That's all.
Oh, I put it on the shirt already. Too late. Oh, well.
Oh, damn.
I'm kidding.
You can't sell it, right?
Yeah, you just can't sell it.
I'm selling a mug right now with that.
Yeah, so we'll see y'all on that episode. And this episode will be up on YouTube within the next week because I am an affiliate, so it won't be up there until like 2 days. So thank y'all for coming out. That's
Yeah,
the end
support
of
the YouTube channel, guys.
Thank you for coming out. I appreciate y'all. Y'all so cute.
I'm doing the hand things with Allie.
Okay, let's all do the
So
hand
go
things.
smack.
There we go.
What is it on? It's just a subscribe button on YouTube, right? So just
Subscribe.
go do that.
Yeah.
And get a thick black chick in your next street. With a fat ass.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Who she talking about? That ain't me. Who she talking about?
I say their next dream. That ain't me.
Mhm. It's gonna be in there. It's gonna be in there. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
She might have a thick
Later,
neck
guys.
too.
Thank you.
Shut up.
Chat, if you're still here, I'm gonna raid someone. Just don't tell them until we get in there. So give me a second. one of the ladies we mentioned during the stream is actually streaming right now, so we're gonna raid her, guys. Make sure you give her a follow if you are still in the stream. I'd super appreciate it. And then just go do all the things, y'all. Go do all the things. We're gonna raid somebody. Hold on, let me double check and make sure it went through. I don't see Vox on stream right now. I would. I don't see. Oh, yeah, he is. Okay, cool. That's cool. I have not had an opportunity to do that, so we can totally raid Vox. Alright, y'all, go do all the things with Vox, okay? Show him all the love, guys. Show Vox all the love, okay? See y'all.